Oopsie daisy.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
We're live now, people.
Yeah, I should get rid of my gum.
Yeah, you should. You just swallow it?
Oh,
Now
why?
What the hell did you just...
Oh.
You chaotic, evil...
Chaotic evil.
Bastard.
What the fuck?
What the
Why
hell?
would you swallow it when
I like
you
to
can spit
think
it
I'm
out?
chaotic good at times.
Not for
Oh,
swallowing
did you get a
gum.
sunburn?
Oh, dude.
I just
Did I get a
noticed.
sunburn?
Oh.
I've been hanging out at Rocky Point for the past couple
Oh
days,
my
just like
God.
hanging out on
Why
the
do you
rocks and
just
drawing.
have like
All right. So
this
here's the thing.
pale spot?
Sunday, I went and I hung out and I drew a couple cool pictures. That
Mhm.
hourglass thing.
Bring your mic a little closer.
I drew that.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to get a sunburn, but I was hanging out on the rocks and just I was sitting there for like 5 hours and I drew, and then I got home and I walked into my bathroom and I saw myself in the mirror and I was like, oh my god. So then I realized I have a stupid ass farmer's tan happening. So then I decided, you know what, I gotta even this shit out. So then I went back the next day in a tank top so that I could correct it.
But why do you have like this one?
Yeah, why
I don't know.
Did you wear an armband? Like,
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It
No,
looks like you wore like.
I swear I didn't. Because like this side, like the sun was on this side, so like this arm doesn't really have it. But like I don't know if it was just like the angle, but like yeah, I have this weird like
That's so
white
funny.
spot now.
very good.
So yeah, I'm sunburnt and shirts are uncomfortable, but I'm doing okay, I guess.
Heroes and villains.
Now that we know that Cory's a villain because he swallowed his gum.
Thank you.
And I withheld a sunburn.
Thank you for joining us once again, or maybe for the very first time, this
Mhm.
episode of the Tabletop Superhero Adventure Series Initiative.
Hell yeah.
My name is Colby, your Professor GM, joined here by my lovely players, Cory
Hi, I'm Cory. I have a sunburn. I play as Elias Crowley.
and Nicole,
Hi.
who plays Jackie Galaxy.
Yeah.
David's not here right now. He
Alright,
will be
okay,
with
right.
us later. But until then, it's just the three of us
Mm-hmm.
and you lovely people in chat. Remember, if you liked what you see here, make sure you like us on YouTube. Go follow us on Spotify, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. We can catch all the updates, and we have a Discord as well. Having a fun time.
But before we start,
Nobody even knows what that is.
there are dice.
Yeah, okay, go ahead, roll it.
All right.
Yeah, I got
Ooh,
all that up.
29, 39 really sad fish.
Okay, that's what we rolled. We're having a bad sea adventure today.
Yeah. That was last session.
Yeah, it really was.
How you guys doing? Sunburn?
Yeah. Other than that, I'm okay.
Nicole?
Feeling alright, I guess.
Doing good?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hanging out.
that's all that matters.
Chilling.
All right.
Chill.
So before we get into this episode, we have, as usual, our story recap.
Mhm.
This is episode 27.
How?
So,
How is it that long?
all right.
We've been at this for a mean minute here.
Last week on Initiative, our heroes continue their journey to return home to New York City. Being trapped within the alternate dimension known as the Converging Expanse, our heroes must defeat a creature deemed the Dark Entity in order to free themselves and save both dimensions from collapsing together. In order to do this, the party has been traveling to various locations in order to defeat the Dark Entity's top agents so that they may gain passage to the Great Devourer. With the help of an old enemy, the Sovereign, our heroes have been traveling throughout the Expanse, gaining power and reclaiming a few friends from home who were thought to have gone missing or destroyed. Their journey led them to the Trench of Strife, a shantytown in the ocean flanked by massive walls of water and bioluminescent creatures. Here, they involved themselves in an already commenced tournament of the warlord and agent of the Dark Entity, Hamadi Khan. They make their way to the warlord himself, who has them challenge his mightiest warrior, their dearest friend from Earth, Cedric, who has survived constant battles through sheer dumb luck. And faking a victory over their friend, our heroes are challenged by Hamadi Khan himself. Though an arduous fight with the divine bull warlord, the party is victorious and escape the collapsing trench with everyone safely in tow. Taking the night to rest at Old Ooman's shack, the group is contacted by the Sovereign via the minion our heroes saved and have been traveling with.
Yeah.
Using the minion's blood, the sorcerer apparates himself in front of Jackie and informs her that he is under attack by another agent of the Dark Entity, Kaito Idarashi. During the same night, Uman speaks to Elias about a storm brewing in the southwest. He wagers that if the storm continues to grow, then whatever is creating it will also gain in strength. Having been given the choice between the two destinations, our heroes decide to help the Sovereign, who further entices Jackie by revealing that he knows the location of Rise, their friend. With their previously gifted Zeppelin destroyed, however, the party begins their long trek to the Sanguine Citadel, only to run into Uman once again. With each of them giving him a gift, he is convinced to use his mysterious powers to transport them to their destination. Will they be able to make it in time? What sort of battle awaits at the Citadel? Find out right now on this week's episode of Initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Friggin' guy, he withheld
I know.
teleportation power from us.
This dude is fucking...
You want to talk about chaotic evil?
He's the pillar. He's one of the pillars, actually.
Could you imagine?
Oh my god.
Everybody's suspect until proven
Yeah.
otherwise.
So, as we fade in from our black screen as the audience, we see sitting upon his throne, the stained glass behind him, we see the Sovereign. Looking a bit bored and in waiting, as the cathedral, all the pews in front of him are empty, and it's just him. His long, silver platinum hair hanging down, locked in front of his face as he idly pushes it aside and pulls it aside. And then we hear a... and the doors... as a familiar individual walks through. We see Kaito. Trails of dark energy flowing behind him like scarves. He stands at the opposite end in front of the open doors. And the Sovereign, not standing up, just looks, takes his hand off of his cheek and says, "Oh, look, a lost dog returning to its master." And he signals, and out of two corners we see these large, fat-stomached, bloated abominations of flesh come towards Kaito, and simply placing his hand on the scabbard of his blade, of his sword, both amalgamations release sprays of blood, none getting on Kaito as they just drop. The Sovereign raises an eyebrow. "I should have kept a tighter leash on you. Shame that you found a new master." Kaito takes a step forward. "I am no mutt that nips at your heels." "Right. You are now an agent to the embodiment of consumption and eradication. And I find him more pleasant than working with you. Consider me wounded." Kaito takes his hand onto his hilt. "I will leave you worse than wounded. Because your new master told you to. Because I told my master I wanted to." Sovereign stands, and we see behind him the stained glass, the monument to his vision melts behind him, revealing the massive eyeball formed like a moon staring down at both of them, red. You can see the veins in the eyes itself. "How bold. Not a dog anymore, but a dragon. Very well, Kaito Ibrashi. Your blood, I will savor."
Yo, I hope we walk in on them fighting.
I know.
That's gonna be so cool.
They were like,
Just like that.
yeah.
Oh, there. I looked around earlier. I was like, "Where's my dice?"
Alright, so.
We're about to teleport, boys.
You are in the middle of teleporting.
Yeah.
So,
We're just gonna end up in like freaking Guam.
Back in New York.
Yeah, back in
yeah, immediately you just game over.
You're like,
So last we left off, all of you, Uman concentrating in front of him as a flashbang going off, just a white light. We return with Elias.
That's me.
You're face down, groggy, your vision swimming. Worst migraine of your life at the moment. And as your vision starts to return to you, you find that you do not see the Citadel before you, but instead you see seating, columns are all around you.
Familiar.
Make a intellect roll.
10.
You swear it seems a bit familiar, but as far as you know, as you look up, it's a large arena. You're in the center of this dilapidated stage. Some of the seats around have been destroyed, and you turn. It's a full 360 arena, and behind you, the structural integrity of this building has collapsed, long since worn. You see some like moss and foliage along the steel beams that have collapsed. There's dust particles all throughout the air with some light beams struggling through the broken ceiling. And yeah, you're here. What do you do?
Kind of take a look around. I'm gonna step down off of the stage and start walking up one of the aisles.
Now you get up and shaky a bit. You start walking. The terrain is a bit treacherous as the ground isn't as stable as you would like, but you're able to kind of make your way through. And as you start reaching towards the exit, you see the exit sign, but it's not blinking or glowing or anything. A figure steps into view, and at first your immediate instinct is, that's my father. But there's something different about him. Slightly different build, a little taller. The skin has, at least the face that you see, while familiar in structure, has a few more scars that you don't recognize on it. He doesn't carry his blades or any of his equipment, not dressed in his usual attire that you've seen him in. He's sort of dressed in like these loose leather rags, sort of a very, very Mad Max style of like, I just took anything I could grab around me and put it together.
Yeah, Wasteland Survivor.
Rough like patches of facial hair. He looks down to you.
Who are you?
Who are you, kid?
My name's Elias. I just woke up here. Can you tell me where I am?
First you tell me where you came from.
You know a guy named Hamadi Khan?
He raises his eyebrows.
I just beat him.
I haven't heard that name in a while.
I beat him in his arena and then it flooded. And my friends and I were teleporting. And it seems I was teleported to the wrong place.
In a way, I guess.
What makes you say that?
You just skipped a few steps, kid. And he opens his hand, and you see a green flame.
Are you me?
Yes, I am.
Whoa. So this is the future.
He nods.
How the hell did I get here? And where is here?
What year is it?
Right?
Well, all I can tell you is we won.
Well, that's comforting. I figured if I'm older... How old are you?
Lost track of the years, kid.
Well, if you lived long enough to forget how old you are, then I guess we survived and saved the world and everything is cool, right?
Emotions around.
Well, I mean...
You're in Madison Square Garden, kid.
Whoa.
Ain't no concerts coming around here.
What happened?
We won.
At the expense of the world?
It was most of it or all of it.
So, what happened with the pillar? It just consumed everything?
He walks down one of the seat aisles, kind of away from you, expecting you to sort of just trail along. Well, after we won, there was a big mess. The mess before we even got there.
Got where?
Florida.
Yeah, it's been pretty messy there. You know, you went through it, you're me.
Gets worse, kid.
If you're me, then you've been in my position before, right?
Can't say I remember meeting myself.
What happens when we go back to Citadel, where the Sovereign is? If our lives are the same, then we're on our way back to save the Sovereign from Kaito.
Can't answer that. I think I've already said a bit too much.
But there's so much I need to know. How the hell did I get here? How do I get back? If we win, do they win without me? Am I just stuck here?
No, that can't be possible.
And what happened to everybody else? If the world looks like this, what about Adam and Jackie? What about V? What about Mom?
Mom is on the moon.
In any other context, that would be weird.
Your life doesn't get more simple from here, kid. As for Adam, he's out right now.
I'm glad he's still alive. And what about Jackie?
We had to do what we could to win.
I was afraid of that.
He is not looking at you, just looking at the wreckage of the collapsed corner of the Madison Square Garden.
So... what do we do now then?
I don't know. I was just told something was going on here.
By Umbra?
No.
No. Is that who Mom is
Savannah
with?
told me.
Savannah? Wow. Glad she's still around.
This happens sometimes. Fluctuate in your vision. It starts to white noise for a second. Yeah. He walks up to you.
Yeah. I'm not supposed to be here, aren't I?
No,
Is that why that?
I don't know. You should never talk to your past self like this. Pretty sure it goes against some sort of laws.
Physics.
He puts a hand on your shoulder, and it's very, now that he's up close to you, it's very uncanny valley. Like, you're just like, oh, that is an older me.
So me.
Like, whoa.
Puts a hand on your shoulder. He says, and your vision. Don't do what we did to win, kid.
What did you do?
Anything it took. Your vision.
Yeah. Like, how can I prevent what happened if I don't know?
His hand phases through you. Gives you a salute. Starts walking off.
Wait, come back!
And you drop.
Shit. That was fucking trippy.
Oh, shit!
All, both of you. Awake.
Didn't come here for this, man.
You wake up. Excuse me. Yes. And, the familiar, converging expanse, orange-red sky above you. The two of you are in the dirt. And with your friends around as well, also. Feeling sore. Your skin itself feels like it's vibrating for a moment, and you feel that those pulses sort of fade as you stand up. And to your distance, to your east, you see a small village and the familiar winding pathway upward into the towers of the Citadel.
Are we here? Did we do it? Did you do it? Is Uman there?
Uman is not there.
Huh.
Weird. I'm like looking around but like rubbing my temples at the same time, like everything is weird all the time now. Like there's no sense of like I'm here, I'm in my body, everything is just unfamiliar and fucking uncomfortable.
Adam is not awoken yet for out of date purposes, so don't worry too much about it. He's T-posing.
Like, I'm okay, guys.
Hey guys, I am fast.
Unlike in life.
I turn to Jackie, I'm like, did anything weird happen just now? Aside from the whole like teleportation business. Did you like go through anything?
No, I mean, I went through exactly what, to be expected from teleporting, I guess.
Okay. I think I had a dream. Or like a premonition or something on my way here.
Of what?
Future.
What, like a...
I woke up in New York. I thought I was in New York.
You're in New York?
Yeah,
Well...
I met me. Like, future me. Like, older, grizzled, like, lived in, like, the end of the world for a long time and got good at it me.
Jeez. Well, that's good though, right? Like, how was...
He...
was New York? How'd it look?
Bad. It was destroyed. It was a mess. And he said not to do what they did to win.
Wait, they. Wait.
Us. But not us.
We won?
Yeah. But not in a good way, I guess.
Do you want to take it? Why is he calling?
I don't know.
I think I just saw him walk by over there, so he might be trying to get in the back door. He might be locked out.
He didn't message.
Hello?
It's some behind the scenes ass fucking.
We're just breaking all
Shit.
forms of meta tonight.
Hello?
Time, space, dimension, meta.
Oh, he's...
Oh yeah. Now he's
Oh
calling
god,
the
he's
door.
calling.
Yeah, he's at the
God.
door. He
Go.
wants in.
Somebody.
Hello?
I'll be right back. You guys. Talk.
Hello?
Both the damn doors are locked.
I hope the mic picked that up because that was great.
Would you say the doors are locked?
Both of them. That was great.
Anyway.
Good job.
Are you still calling?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
he is.
Stop calling.
I don't know how it works.
I'm gonna answer it and then I'm gonna close it.
Wait,
I just hung up on you.
Wait, why is my phone ringing
I
again?
called the group chat.
Yikes.
What is happening right now? Yeah, but I ended the call.
What is happening right now is exactly
Oh my
the theme
God.
of this already.
Yeah, really. Did you get to hear any of what happened?
Nope.
Good,
Well-
because you're asleep right now.
Yeah.
So you can find out later.
You were T-posing. Yeah.
We all woke up after teleporting and you didn't yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it. I'm here, guys.
Good job. Oh. Jeez.
Speak for me.
Hello?
Alright. Okay.
I'm sorry. Anyway.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Adam suddenly stopped T-posing.
Yeah.
rolls over and wakes
Am I
up.
still asleep?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Wait, so you went to the future and saw yourself and we won, but New York was destroyed?
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait, what?
that's not...
I just wake up like, what? Are we there
But
yet?
I mean, if it was just New York, I mean, that's not a bad trade
I don't know about the rest of the world, but I wouldn't sacrifice the whole city for...
for the world.
I feel like some people would be pretty upset about that, namely New Yorkers.
I mean, yeah, it's...
But I said that most of us made it. But I said we did whatever it takes. And I told me not to do that.
Here, you talk to yourself? Isn't that like time travel taboo?
I woke up in the middle of Madison Square Garden and it was destroyed. And somebody approached me and it was me.
Were you like 10 years older? Were you like grizzled and had a beard?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Pretty much. I was all beat up and I was not having a good time. And I didn't leave the arena, but I could imagine what the rest of the world looked like and it wasn't pretty.
But if we won, then why was that like that?
Wait, did you see Jackie?
Did you see any of us?
I saw me. I said that Savannah detected a fluctuation and that's why I investigated and found me.
This is just a crazy idea, and I'm probably talking out of my ass because I just woke up, but what if New York was destroyed because the only person we didn't kill was Jackie?
I kind of implied that we killed Jackie, I think.
Oh.
I was thinking maybe you were left alive, and that's why the New York pillar didn't just get destroyed, and that's why that one was dead.
I didn't say, well, he,
Thanks, I
me,
guess.
didn't say directly,
Okay.
but
So,
Well, maybe we can just take that and not do what they did, and then New York won't be destroyed.
that's what he told me. He said they did whatever it takes, and he told me not to do that.
but how are we gonna win otherwise? We don't exactly have a backup plan or know really what the plan is now. How can we plan for that? something we don't know.
Well, if it comes down to killing you, we can't do it. I guess.
I mean,
I guess. Not that I planned on it anyway.
This is a weird
but,
conversation.
Cedric,
no, this is a
Cedric gives you like eyes when Elias says that.
Yeah.
like. No, this is a necessary conversation I think we should have because we've been kind of dancing around this, but we all know. I think we've figured it out by now. You are the New York pillar. And all context clues kind of point to that.
Yeah, I kind of got that.
I guess maybe it's a good sign though. If future you said he did whatever it takes, maybe that means he killed Jackie and New York was destroyed. So maybe if we don't fight you in any way or stop you in any way, then it'll be good.
I don't think that that's gonna work. I mean, what if I end up like Kaito or Hamadi or just some zombie to the entity? I mean, you can't just let me roam around. I mean, if we could avoid my death, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. And there must be a way to stop that from happening. I mean, I guess if you do become like a crazy Hamadi Khan, then we'll do what we need to do, but like hopefully there's a way to stop that from happening in the first place.
We just don't know how. But then if we could stop it, if we figure out how to stop it, then we wouldn't even need to kill anyone.
It would help if we knew another person that could read or control minds.
It would be nice.
We could clone you.
Yeah, it would be easy.
Yeah, we'll talk to Savannah about it.
Xavier's like, clone? He like leans over to Cedric.
Clone
They can
Jackie?
clone? Oh my god, huh? What else can they do? And Cedric's like, oh, let me tell you.
They're like, no, we haven't cloned anybody before.
Wait, where's Kaito? Isn't he supposed to be here?
So,
must,
because you don't know.
Yeah.
You are outside, far outside the village, below to the winding. You know, there was a village, then a winding path that led up to the Citadel. You can see both in the distance.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll have to figure that out after. I mean, right now we have to worry about Kaito. Obviously, I'll be the last one, so...
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But you know those, like, evil heart things? That, like, grow from people's chest that these people like to rip out?
Oh, you mean like Lauren?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do they do?
I don't know.
That has to be a key to all this.
It has to be, but
That's a good point.
No, like, they want them really bad, so they must be really important.
I wonder if they're
And
connected.
they're taking them from people.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're connected to the planes of Animus.
Maybe. Or maybe they eat them and become super powerful. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Well, it's all complicated.
Yeah.
Right now we have to stop Kaito.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, on the plus side, we know we win now, right?
We know we can win at least.
Yeah, I mean...
That's not a bad thing.
Well, I mean... yeah.
Right.
I kind of have mixed feelings about it.
V looks up and she says, did he, whatever, define the term win?
Well, no, but I was still alive. Adam was still alive.
Oh,
He said my mom was living on the moon.
Okay.
Maybe
Oh, with your dad?
he didn't say. I asked about you, and he didn't say either. I'm assuming, if I had to guess, maybe things got bad enough on Earth where they started a colony on the moon and moved everybody that lived there. I don't know.
Well, that's a shitty win.
Yeah.
I'm an alien
And-
anyway.
Good
What?
for you, Adam.
You're what?
I'm an alien anyway.
Xavier
I just keep
also.
smiling.
Cedric like pats them both on the back.
Real nice, Adam.
That's fine. They know everything anyway.
At this point, we are in a different dimension with high school acquaintances.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any weirder than this.
Yeah, pretty
Let's
much.
go fight a samurai.
Okay.
With a vampire.
In a vampire's castle.
Yeah. What is a man?
I need to stop eating pizza before bed. These dreams are messed up.
Yeah, it was all a dream.
It was all a dream.
What's the last episode?
Yeah.
I think we made that joke. Anyway, so 3 of you start, or I guess 6 of you. 7 of you. 7.5 of you, for counting the navigator and the pup.
Okay.
Start making your way towards the village. It's like a couple minutes, so just to walk there. And as you make your way, it starts to become evident that the village, and Adam, you noticed as you kind of went through it before, there are no like residents that are like meeting you, something like that. And the buildings, as you approach closer, they're of a sort of like Eastern European make, like old medieval kind of like hastily put together these shacks. But you start to notice as you're walking through that, or up to them, that they're all fake. Like it's like a theater production of a village, where it is the loosest definition of a hovel, each of these buildings, and they're sort of set up to almost look like there's some sort of civilization in this barren wasteland otherwise. The entire ground at your feet is this sooty red ash as you tick it up. The wind is weak around this area as you move through, and you finally approach the actual village itself, and you can see the Citadel in its full glory on the other side, up its winding cliff path. And you see everybody make perception rolls.
Ooh.
First roll of the day. Oh.
Natural 1.
Oh.
I'm doing bad already.
Okay.
Oh wait, I don't have the right sheet up. Oh.
Very good.
Your perception's good.
Yeah, I know it is. 22.
Oh no. Oh man, rough.
You see nothing.
Yeah, that's me.
DC was a
That's
23.
I ain't seen
You
shit.
see,
Which one is?
you see, and it's tough for you in this distance, but until if Jackie points it out, Jackie, you see all around the plot of land that's risen up, and the cliff itself, and the Citadel, and up the winding stone path, you see just like these small dots, like dozens and dozens of them floating around, and you can't really make out the details from here.
Do you guys see that?
When she points it out, you're like, I never would have noticed that.
Yeah. Like, not unless... No.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I guess we'll find out.
So there's no actual, in this village, there's no actual home. Like there's no building with an interior?
They have interiors. The thing is, like, there's no windows. Like there's like,
like
holes
painted
for
on.
windows. Not so much painted, but an illusion of them. And when you go inside, it's completely empty. Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
There's no furniture,
Yeah.
decorations, anything like that. There's a, you guys are starting to approach a fountain that does not run. It's just caked with this sooty earth.
Is that guy that I left here anywhere?
Make a perception roll.
I just imagined the town in Edit and Eddie.
Oh, natural 20.
Natural
Ooh.
20?
Yeah.
You don't see him. You do, however, hear coming from a street down below, maybe to like your northwest area.
Something's going on over there. Can I just like go check it out real quick? Yeah.
You see approaching your party a 10-foot tall, wide in the stomach, amalgamation of flesh. arms displaced, one like up around the shoulder, the other more at its waist, just lumbering about. Everything about this creature is spherical in how it appears, just like these spherical, just like as if it's covered in boils. The rotting flesh you can see as it walks. You catch a good look, and there is a massive gash down the side of it that's already leaking pus and blood as it's walking. It's like,
is it coming at us from the Citadel, like the direction of the Citadel?
No, more like off to the side.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna zip back and be like, there's a weird giant flesh beast coming at us.
Great, let's leave.
Yeah. I was gonna see if we could leave the navigator here, but I don't think that's a good idea anymore.
Yeah. I mean, we should probably leave him here if we're gonna go fight stuff.
It's either here or in the Citadel.
Might as well leave him here.
Alright.
He came from the Citadel. Maybe we should bring him back.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my guess. Not that he's very cognitive or aware of anything, but like
he blinks.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the place where he's least likely to die.
Alright, now
fair point.
Blink once if you want to stay here, and blink twice if you want to go to the Citadel.
It looks in the direction where you pointed, and back at you.
Okay. Well.
Then it looks down.
Take it to the Citadel.
Great.
I think he's processing.
Yeah, I think so too.
You hear like the rotary like.
Remember like the first printer?
Yeah.
Everyone's first printer.
It took like 20 minutes. And the green and white striped paper. You had to peel the shit off the sides. Remember that?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Alright, I guess we're going to the Citadel.
Yeah, let's make our way, I guess.
Alright.
It starts waddling with you.
Yep. I'll try and keep pace with you guys and not get hasty.
Make stealth rolls. Unless you just want to walk to the path. Up to you.
Should we? Or should
I want to make
like...
a stealth roll because I want to bring the navigator and the dog into the back and like just plop them down.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Sounds good to me. I'm in.
Yeah, okay.
15.
Oh, you saw that, right?
I did.
Looney Tunes?
Yeah, it was a nat 20 and then it was like...
I won't add my quicker than the eye because I'm not concerned.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Very good. Yeah, you guys feel... I'll make
16.
a roll for the general group. 15. Everybody's moving pretty well on. You were sneaking through the shanty town together, so now, you kind of have this experience of bobbing and weaving through the narrow fake streets.
As a cohesive unit.
And you hear behind you the grow lighter.
Nice.
As you make your way through, you finally make it to the winding cliff path, which is a sort of single lane zigzag that extends that elevates upward as it reaches the Citadel, with 3 archways of rock, like half arches of rock that grow naturally out and over, forming these almost like umbrellas over it. He recognizes where you first teleported from when you were initially summoned to the Citadel.
Yeah.
But now, however, those dots have become full in view, and in fact are they are littered along the path itself and all over the air like spores. They are bloated corpses.
Oh god.
All just either floating around, just appendages, either loosely hanging from bone sinew, or laid in the on the path itself, in irregular intervals, all chaotic but plentiful.
Damn.
Yikes.
Gross.
Are they like look like appendages that make up the amalgamations at the...
Yeah, I mean, some of them you recognize as it clearly doesn't belong to the rest of the body, like it was put together. All of them are swelling and pulsing, like inflating like an inch or two and then deflating.
Oh god.
This has to be the sovereign, right? I mean, I don't think Kaido makes bloated corpses.
V looks over and says, "You're working with the guy who made this shit?"
We didn't really have a choice.
Yeah, he kind of cornered us.
Fuck, dude, this is metal as shit.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah,
should've
you
saw
weren't there
me.
for the,
Took over Japan.
yeah.
I guess I wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Samurai Boy was like a pretty high up dude in the Yakuza.
We may or may not have.
Yeah, we threw him in a.
Excuse me, you killed him?
Well, we
Yeah.
thought we
Well,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, we thought.
I think.
Such a kill is such a loose term nowadays.
Xavier's like,
Cedric knows.
everything you say.
Yeah,
Like,
Cedric was there. Cedric came with us
Oh yeah,
to Japan.
Cedric.
Yeah,
I hit a dude with a car.
you did.
Yeah,
that
you
was
did.
pretty awesome.
I did.
Too bad there's no cars around here.
It could be. This
Time
place is
to
weird,
advance.
man. I don't know. I saw shrimp people swing swords at me.
You're right. You're right.
You're right.
You fought in an arena, dude, and
I
like
did.
Yeah,
won.
and
I
won.
did.
Like, a lot.
I did.
Yeah, you did. You're pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. No. If you see like flashbacks of him tripping and like,
Yeah.
boxes falling over, ow, oh, ow, ow, ow. Like-
You've come a long way, dude.
Yeah, I guess. Kind of want to go back though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah. That's why we're here.
So, let's go in quietly. You guys go with the navigator. Stay with them. Try to stay hidden and away from this.
Okay. The navigator, you guys notice, is starting to walk away from you guys.
What?
Where is he
Kinda
going?
waddles away.
What?
You're right at a cliffside. You can hear the water far below you, just crashing against rocks.
Mhm.
And he's just kind of walking to the left.
Somebody get him. What is he doing?
Should we get him or should we follow him?
Both. Like,
I
guess. Don't let him fall off the cliff.
Isn't
Alright.
he one of those things? Says V.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
helped us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the dog with him?
Yeah, he's still holding the dog.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna follow him.
Yeah. He was like given to us with a ship
Yeah.
Yeah.
that we crashed.
He's not really a thing. Barely a thing.
But he knows how to navigate, so maybe he's going the right way.
He's kind of a flesh robot.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's waddling with its short, stubby legs.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Just
slowly
walking.
walk behind him.
Sort of back into town, but like on the outskirts of it.
Oh.
Just kind of like riding along the outskirts. It's just
Yeah, I'm gonna walk alongside him and just be like, hey bud, where
How
are you
long
going?
should we be following him?
I
he,
mean,
he looks over to you, still walking though.
Mhm.
He just blinks and keeps going.
can you fall down the well?
Keeps walking.
Could I mind read him?
Sure. What's the save?
Yeah. 18. Sorry.
9.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I get
Everything.
too much.
You see an image of a grave, and then another grave. None of them are marked,
Mhm.
and then a what looks to be a crypt entrance.
I think he's taking us to a graveyard, like a crypt. I don't.
Oh, sounds like a vote of confidence, says V.
Well, I don't know why. He's not gonna do anything.
Maybe
I don't
it's
think.
maybe it's where he came from.
But does it? Because I saw how he was like born, basically. Does it look similar to that?
No,
No.
that was in
Oh, that was in
who
his-
went around and like checked out the Citadel? Was it Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like,
And you saw
did
the
whole thing
room?
at once over.
Yeah. We as an audience know what room he was
Yeah.
sort of born in.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't see any like crypt.
Hold on.
No, he wasn't born there.
The Sovereign's a vampire.
Yeah.
What if we're just, what if we're going to his crypt? I don't know why he would be there. What if Kaido killed him?
You think Kaido has the courtesy to bury him after killing him?
I don't know. I don't know how vampires work. Does he just like I don't know. Does he just respawn in his grave? I don't know.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Everything I've read about vampires says that's not how it happens.
No.
But that'd be cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everything is suspect at this point.
Yeah, I don't know why. Any
Is
of these
there?
things
Is
are buried.
there? How close are we to the Citadel? Or were
very
we?
close.
Okay.
And you're still going along the cliffside. And the Citadel is this imposing castle, cathedral, elevated up on this plateau before you.
Yeah.
Surrounded by mostly water on the far side of it, and then there's only one visible path you can see. Excuse me. And then the cliff that you're on.
Do we hear any like signs of fighting or like?
Make a perception roll.
26.
Trying to float a little off the cliff for a second, just to like, how the Grinch Stole Christmas, like,
Yeah, like
put out your hand and listen. And even with that high of a roll, kind of far. And it doesn't help that below you hear the crashing of water.
Well, let's just follow the navigator and see where he leads, and then if it's nowhere, we can just head to the Citadel.
Alright. We just have to do it kind of quick.
Okay, that's my specialty.
He waddles.
I kind of push him.
Yeah, can I, he's small, right?
Yeah, he's like maybe 4 feet tall.
Oh, okay. Can I pick him up?
Yeah.
It's like I'm just gonna like pick him up and be like, point where you're going.
He like turns his whole head around, blinks at you, turns back, holds the Malgapup in one arm and just points forward.
Okay, I start like running at a decent pace, not like my decent pace, but like
Yep.
Enough so we could
everyone
follow.
starts jogging behind you.
Yeah.
Cedric's like kind of already winded.
I'm just going in the direction he's pointing.
Yep. At some point, with his sort of delayed responses, like turns.
I like slowly turn with him.
You end up going in circles.
You have to kind of U-turn a little bit because you went past and he just wasn't fast enough to react.
Yeah.
But eventually, you guys make it into so the east part of this town. There is this small, like a dozen or so graveyard. There's like a wrought iron fence around it, rusted, and but you see in the center a ornate crafted crypt entrance. We have the 2 like Romanesque pillars up front with the slanted ceiling up top. There's a visage of a gargoyle wrapped around the top of it, and its tail forms like the door of itself, like it crosses over. It's not like a solid iron like 4-bar door, but it's just like this one large spike just in front.
Okay.
And he's pointing to it.
Is that the crypt that you saw?
Yeah.
Alright, who's going in first?
I'll check it out.
Alright.
Okay.
You're the vampire expert.
I'll wait outside.
More into souls, but
V's like, I'll go with you.
cool.
Yeah, I'll go up to the crypt, but I'm not gonna go in. I'm still holding the tube.
Okay. Yep.
It's a little confined for my taste.
I'm gonna approach the door.
Yeah. It's just large, and it's sort of kind of like how a fish fin kind of fans out at the end and whatnot. That's how this tail sort of forms. There, you can see inside of the crypt a bit. It's like a little too dark to see, like, make out any details. But the door is like still blocked off. Its tail juts down.
So I can't open it or anything.
Make an investigation roll.
Got a good investigation. That's 17 plus 7.
24.
20.
Never do math
Quick,
on
damn.
stream.
Right on.
Yeah, you're looking around. There's no handle, and you pull on it, and like whatever, you can get some good leverage on it, but it's like sharp around the edges of like this fin like tail, and you have to like pull yourself away, and but it doesn't budge.
Do you want me to try to open it?
Yeah. Could you like pull it open?
Yeah, I could try. I try to telekinesis it open.
Make a telekinesis roll.
Telekinesis! It keeps doing that. Dude,
That was weird.
It did that. That's the second time. It literally goes on 20 and then
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
11.
11?
Yeah.
Yeah, you concentrate your might and your focus.
Great. Great.
Yeah, it doesn't even budge.
I'm gonna put the navigator down.
Maybe he
Maybe
knows
he
how
knows
to.
how to open it.
Yeah.
He's just like,
He waddles up to the door. He points at it and he looks at you guys. Points at it.
No.
Yeah, we know. We can't open it. We're trying.
do you know how to open it?
He points to the Amalga pup,
Mhm.
with its hand sticking out of its body, the human hand.
Uh-huh.
And just pointing.
Is there like a key?
Uh,
Maybe we should like put the.
Try putting him down. No.
Yeah.
I'll hold the dog up to the door.
Let's put the hand on the door.
The pup doesn't really have like a tail. It's
Uh-huh.
like a nub kind of
Uh-huh.
thing, and it's just shaking. It looks more like how you like depict like germs in cartoons, how they have that cylindrical shape
Yeah.
like a lob with like four little stubs. You know,
Have
like,
you
they
have you
got, like,
seen
two more.
Solar Opposites?
No.
I was gonna say it's the pupa.
Yeah, with that there's a hand,
Yep.
sticking out of it.
I guess I'll put him down.
Starts running around you.
I don't think dog's the key.
Can I read his mind again? The navigator.
Yeah,
Can I just punch the door?
go ahead.
I'll wait until she does it.
5.
Oh yeah. Okay.
A vision of, namely not the pup itself, but a hand. The hand on it,
Mhm.
and then just the vision of hands.
Kind of seems stupid, but maybe just like put your hand on it.
Put my hand on the door.
Yeah, like I put my hand on the door.
That's it's cool to the touch. It's like a smooth, almost marble craftsmanship.
I guess I'll put my hand on with you.
Yeah.
See if anything happens.
Let's all try it.
Oh wait, wrong hand.
Yeah.
I don't have that hand.
Yeah, the three of you put your hand on it.
Mm-hmm.
A gust of wind. Nothing.
Can I put the dog's hand on it? With my hand?
Yeah, 4 hands on it.
Yeah. I don't think this is working.
Something about a hand.
Do you want me to punch the door?
Yeah. There's something about hands. I keep seeing him. What about the hands?
Looks down at its hand.
Can I put his hand on the door?
Blinks.
What do you want us to do?
Is this door just like flat, or is it like a handle?
Pretty flat. Yeah, there's no handle. It's pretty flat.
Okay.
And then down there's like 2 sort of like natural openings where it doesn't cover because it's like coming in diagonally.
Yeah.
And it's again, it's like a finned out tail with like sharp edges on either side, almost like a shield.
I'm gonna try punching the door. I mean, worth a shot, right? I'm just gonna try and
Go
kick it
for
down.
it, I
All right,
guess.
here we go.
Stand back. I wanna run a good distance
Oh,
back, and then run forward, and I'm just gonna like power attack the door.
Do it up.
And I'm gonna do like a flying kick, like yeah, trying to
Okay.
kick it down.
This
with
door is our fucking bane.
with the power attack,
Since
it minuses 5 for my to hit,
Yep.
is a 14 to hit. But
You-
it's an anime.
you
right?
hit.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 9 damage to the door.
Yeah. You. Wow. And this does result in a shake, like as some neglected dirt kind of falls off of the top and dusts over you all.
Nothing.
Holds.
I'm like in the air. I kick. I'm like, ah!
Yeah. We have that cartoon moment where
Yeah.
the vibrations move up your leg. You're like, ah.
I
I'm like-
fall to the ground.
I'm like dead grilling the navigator, like trying to figure out like
Or it dead grills you back.
I'm like, how do you open this?
Just brushes its hand against it.
Maybe it's the gargoyle.
guess.
Maybe we gotta like wake up the gargoyle and he'll move and then the door will be open.
How do we do that?
Is there any like anything on the door that like
Make an investigator roll.
liquid or?
While she's doing that, I'm gonna try like peek through one of the openings.
I rolled a 1.
That's a nice door.
I'm gonna fly up a little bit
Stupid fucking door.
and like check out this gargoyle that's like hanging out on top.
Yeah,
of the
you see the this ornate craftsmanship about it. It's eerily human in its construction. You know it was done by like human hands. Well chiseled features of these hollow sunken eyes. Sharp spikes all along it. It's very sharp. Like that's the theme of this creature. It's horns, spikes, teeth, jagged, and there's one wing, like very detailed wing, because it's on its side.
Yeah.
That is like furled over.
Can I use like historic touch on it?
Yeah, you can.
Good idea.
Maybe I should do that through the door too.
Yeah.
Where did this door come from?
Open door.
So I just roll for that, right?
Yes, you
Open
roll
sesame.
insight.
My insight is mad
Insight?
high. So...
Actually, that could be wrong. I think you just roll and add the rank.
All right, ranks only.
What is this under again? God damn it.
Postcognition.
Yeah.
Got it. Postcog. Make a perception check.
Perception. Okay. 16.
Nice.
16.
Wish it was insight. Insight would have been plus 9.
Nice.
You just made it.
Nice.
15. Oh, I hit my microphone.
Wow, good job.
Gotta make sure the important sign doesn't fall.
Very important sign.
You place your hand upon the gargoyle, and you have your vision. Your eyes go green. Everyone watches as Eliza's still. Xavier's like, what?
Don't worry about it.
You keep saying that to me.
It just worries me more.
And you see vague visions of these amalgamations, like of various sizes and through various time periods, walking up, and you're looking down from the eyes of the gargoyle, down in front of the door, and they press their hand out, and you can't, the angle that you're at, you can't see the door itself, you just see them as they reach their hand out. Their hand moves past your vision, and they make a motion, like a downward motion, and then brush their hand, pull back, and then they walk through.
Okay. I like drop to the ground in front of the door, and I reach out to the door again, and like try to like do like a pull down sort of motion, see if anything happens.
Yeah, you're pulling like in front of it. You're pulling down, like
Yeah, like I'm like touching the door and then
like
kind of trying to emulate the motion of what I saw.
Oh.
Huh.
Did you get anything?
I saw people walk up to the door and then like they did like a twist and a pull down and then moved it over or something and then walked in. Like it's almost like there's a knob that we can't find. I don't know.
Is the navigator still like going like this, like wiping his hand on the door?
sort of putting its hand like down, like brushing against it.
Yeah, so
It
try to do
almost
what
looks
he's doing.
kind of confused
Oh,
if it could,
Yeah.
Oh.
because it keeps trying. What were you doing?
I was just trying to like emulate his movement.
Yeah, you mimic.
Can I like peek through one of the openings?
It's dark, or completely dark.
Oh. This is weird. How do we open this damn door?
Let me try historic touch again, but like on the door. Maybe I can get a better angle of what they were trying to do.
Alright, made a perception roll. Ugh.
Stay
11.
close, man.
11? Does not work, unfortunately.
There's like a clear knob right in front of us, so we're like, how do we
How do we open door?
How do we open the door?
Sovereign's like fighting inside, like, I hope they can get past the door!
Why did I have to make it so complicated?
Can I like
Wait, someone give me your flashlight. I don't have mine.
Oh.
Okay. Oh wait, no, I don't have mine anymore.
Oh.
I gave mine to woman.
I wanna try to
Shine the flashlight in the hole.
I wanna try to use like I wanna do the motion, but like use telekinesis and try to like almost like feel like if there's anything there, or like try to like open.
Okay, you're searching for like something to pull on? Or?
Yeah. Sort of. I don't know.
You kind of already tried. Like, are you trying to force it open?
No, I just want to like
You're trying to like see if you hit something with your mind, like where there should be a knob. That's what you're trying to do.
sort of like I want to feel like if I can use precision to like feel the mechanism or unlock it or.
Roll me an investigate roll. I'll give you that again.
Bro.
We're never getting in this door, dude.
No, you know what? I'm using a lucky. Fuck this door. Fuck this door and everything. I'm adding 10. What is that?
Alright, yeah,
Fucking
6.
6.
Yeah.
Plus 16 plus 4, 20.
It's a DM's dream. Every party must confront a door
A
that
door.
they cannot open.
Open the fucking door!
I feel like as a DM, I would get so frustrated. Like, no, you idiots, do it like this.
Just open the door!
No way.
It's
this
right
is
there in front of
a
you.
Great time killer. You can.
Yeah, you're right.
You basically mentally scan through this door, looking for some sort of mechanic.
Yeah.
Even on like the other side of it, as
Yeah.
you like envelop your mind around it.
Mhm.
There is no mechanism. There's no tinkering. Like there are no gears or like locks, keys, anything like that. How this door would even move, since there's no like hinges or
Yeah.
anything, is beyond you.
There's nothing on this door.
What if we can, like, pull the door down? What if it, like, sinks into the ground?
We can try to just make it budge in any direction, I guess.
Yeah.
Can I just try and like push the door, like go around the door, pushing it in every direction to see if it budges a little
Sure.
on one side?
Make it a strength roll.
God, please!
23.
23.
Yeah.
You move along every angle of it, and then putting a great amount of strength on it.
What the fuck?
Actually,
It's a magic door.
so
Yeah, it's a magic door.
actually, what happens
Uh-huh.
as you're moving along, you're moving along the edges, and you get to one of the open sides of it. You put your hands down on it, and immediately the sharp edges of the door sink into your hands, your
Ugh.
palms, and draw blood.
Oh!
Ugh.
Yeah, I do that. I'm like, ow!
Jeez.
It's sharp.
Put your hands on the door. We're dealing with vampires.
What?
I put my hand on the door.
Do the motion, do the motion.
Yeah, like
What motion?
I don't know,
rub
wipe-
on it and then up
Rub
and down
your
and
fucking hand
Oh,
on
yeah.
the door!
I start rubbing my hands all over the door.
Yeah, as you start moving, you see the blood as it smears across the stone start to sink in.
It's doing something.
Oh my god.
The gargoyle, the tail begins to animate, and you all have to step back as the tail moves to the side and coils up into the sky above the gargoyle. And
Guys, we did it.
I feel like we should have known that.
fucking vampires.
It's a good thing I was quick as my wounds heal.
I go to the navigator, I'm like, why didn't you tell us?
it makes some motion on the door.
He did what he could, I
I
guess.
guess, yeah. I'm
Could've-
not bleeding.
Said blood or something.
I don't think he can say anything.
You could have showed me.
Does he have a mouth?
I don't think so.
No.
Just an eyeball.
Didn't think so.
Could have thought it.
Now what?
Alright.
Like I said, I'll stay out here.
Alright.
Or I'll go last at least.
Yeah, that's right. We had agreed on who's going
Alright.
first before this debacle.
You guys can go first and we'll follow.
Ready, V?
She nods.
Do you have a flashlight? I gave mine away.
She like
Oh, I mean, you can have,
looks down
you
and
can have the one Jackie gave me.
she's still in
Okay.
her like fucked up dress and like her jacket on. And she's like,
Yeah, me too. I'm in my formal attire, ripped and bloody and dirty. And
she said, "No, I didn't dress for the occasion. Sorry."
fair point. I mean, at least we might be dressed for a funeral if we die.
Yeah, we'll look great in a casket.
Well, future me said we don't die, so
No, he said you don't die.
yeah, he didn't tell me about you.
Yeah. Very nice of him.
So stay close.
I have a feeling. No, she starts working.
All right, sorry.
Careful as you guys walk in.
Like, yeah, whatever. I start walking.
It's in the darkness. You click on the light, and it's very small. There's about it's sort of these two shelves with these stone caskets, two. In front of you is a gate, just like this gated door, and it opens, and the staircase of stone.
Yeah, I wonder why the navigator wanted to be here. I'm gonna like call out to the doorway. I'm like, hey, is the navigator gonna come in too?
I guess if he wants.
Yeah, if he starts going, I'm not stopping him.
I'm like, he's the whole reason why we're here.
He looks at you, and then waddles into the crypt.
He's
Alright.
coming.
I'll follow the navigator.
Take your time. It's cold and dark and weird in here.
You're like yelling now, but like they're right there.
I'm either staying out here with Cedric and what's his name? Xavier? You know, or I'm gonna go in if they go in.
Yeah,
I'm just
Xavier's
gonna
like
follow behind
Xavier's
the
looking,
navigator.
and he's like, "I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there."
I don't like cramped spaces, so I'll stay out here with you for a while.
Yeah, no, I'm not going in there.
I yell out to Jackie. I'm just like, just scream if something happens.
Will do.
Yay.
Alright, I'm gonna shine my light at the gate. I'm gonna, like, see if there's like a latch or something to open it.
It's already. It was easy to open enough.
Oh,
like it's
okay.
like swings open.
Okay. So it has like a stairway after it? Alright, what's down the stairs?
More stairs. Darkness.
Alright. I like take the first step down and start.
Yep, V's right behind you.
Alright. The whole time I'm thinking, well, why did I volunteer for this?
Because we're the goth ones.
Yeah, it happens.
I'm staying with the navigator.
If the navigator like moves one step at a time, you know, like right foot down, right foot down, the other right foot down.
Like a toddler on stairs.
Exactly. Like, trying to
I'm
down.
just like,
No, the pup is like running up and then back down, up and then back down, almost like tripping. It's a very narrow like passageway, so it's like tripping over. And you're like, fuck.
I'm just gonna pick up the navigator and start like going down.
You start moving down, and you move for quite a few minutes. So you're stepping down, and you can notice that you're moving in a spiral. Down further and further. And eventually, after about 5 or 6 minutes of just walking, the stairs themselves, like the chamber grows a little bit wider, but it's still a staircase leading down. And at that moment, Elias, as you cross over into that new expanded area, a light as torches on either side of you light up.
Wow.
More stairs.
Of course. Well, that's a good sign, I guess, right? Like trying to be optimistic in this terrible place.
She pats you on the back.
I tried. I keep walking down the stairs.
Every so often, it's at regular intervals, more torches.
Wow. Do you think they're motion activated?
Yeah, do you think they're like...
Yo, but for real, imagine if they just went off when you clapped. Fucking vampires got the clapper. That's incredible.
She's like, she says, yeah, well, you know, I'll write a recommendation for him when we get to him.
Solid choice. Keep going down the stairs.
Yeah. Another 5-10 minutes pass. And eventually you reach, they end up leveling out. And you see before you an ornate wooden door with 2 iron ring handles along it, and torches lined all up. And there's a red velvety carpet right in front of it.
Weird.
I'm just like pacing back and forth. I go to Cedric. I'm like, I think they're okay.
Cedric's just looking out at the Citadel before. He says, huh? What? Huh?
Down there, do you think they're okay?
I mean, I don't think any of us are okay, dude.
Well, yeah, I guess, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. They would have yelled.
Yeah.
They're loud.
Think you could hear them from here?
I don't know. They are underground.
Yeah. Hey, like, you don't have to come with us to the Citadel when we fight Kaito. I mean...
What? Why wouldn't I?
Because it's Kaito, and he has a giant sword and he can kill you.
You raise a good argument, buddy. Very compelling.
Like,
I like
I'm gonna try and hide you and Xavier and V somewhere in the Citadel, like some spare room or something, so we won't find you. But like, if you don't wanna, I can just like keep you here.
I don't know if I want to be here. Didn't you hear a giant thing earlier?
Yeah, but like, there's things everywhere here, man. I don't know.
Oh, I'd rather be close to you guys.
All right, yeah, just
close-ish. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll trust in your judgment. You're the alien fighting.
Look, I just run fast, man. but thanks, I guess.
I just run fast, man.
Just run fast. Yeah. Xavier is also pacing, and he's just like, I don't know, man. All I wanted to do was, attend the regionals. That would have been nice over here, but instead, I'm just fighting.
Hey, Xavier. Hey.
Yeah, dude. Hey, dude, what's up, man? What's up, man?
I'm just saying, we'll get you out of here. You'll be in the regionals. It's gonna happen if there's a region. It's fine. We'll get you out.
Yeah, no, it's all. Dude, don't worry. I'm just gonna wake up and everything's gonna be fine.
Exactly, but like, don't do anything stupid thinking this is a dream.
Sounds like something a dream person would say.
It is.
Starts pacing. Hey, he turns. He says, you and Jackie have like a thing going before?
No.
Alright. He starts pacing.
I just turn around, I'm like, why does everyone say that?
Back to the subterranean
Probably
crib.
because your parents, you told your parents that.
I know. That's great.
What are you two doing?
I'm just following the Well, I'm bringing him.
Yeah, well, you're all at the bottom now.
Oh,
Yeah,
alright.
so there was a carpet, like a red like velvet carpet, and then
Double door.
oh okay.
I guess we
Should we knock or should we just go
just
for it?
Go peek, take a peek.
All right, I'm gonna approach the door. I'm gonna like pull one of them open.
It's heavy.
It's a
Yeah.
push.
So like, you try and pull one arm and you're like, oh crap, you have to use both.
Can I just like open it like a little bit? And like peek inside.
Darkness. Looks to be a tunnel.
Huh?
A tunnel.
Oh.
Alright, so I'll pull it open all the way.
Jeez. How much longer does this go for?
Do you think this goes under the Citadel? Maybe this is like the escape route?
Yeah. Maybe. possible. Should we get the others if that's the case?
Yeah, I don't like the idea of being separated.
Yeah.
Right now. Like, if we're all down here, I feel like we should all be down here.
Yeah. You're
Especially like if we run into somebody or
if this does lead into, the Citadel or something.
Yeah. It took us a long time to get down here.
Yeah.
I mean, those stairs were crazy. Maybe we should.
The navigator didn't help.
Yeah. Let's go get Adam, because then at least if we get Adam, we can zip our way back down here again. And
yeah. All right. I'll run up quick and try to go down, I guess.
You fly back up, and takes a few minutes, but you see the crypt entrance again, and you pop out.
Hey guys.
I'm like, climb down the crypt, like poking the gargoyle.
Yeah. Cedric says, like, dude, break off an ear. It'll be a cool souvenir.
I'm like trying to get it.
Xavier's like, no, don't do that. It could be cursed.
Maybe.
Guys,
Yo, what's up?
I think this might lead to the Citadel or somewhere.
What, really?
There's a tunnel underneath, and it goes pretty far in, so we think you guys should probably head in with us.
Okay.
Xavier is like behind her, like, no.
It's either we go down there or we go in the front door, which is probably worse.
He looks at the balloons of bloated corpses all around.
being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
This is probably a more discreet way to get in, so
Yeah, right.
it goes pretty deep.
Okay. Does it open up at all?
We don't know. We figured if it's so far in, we should all be together, not separated.
Yep.
So.
All right.
After
you.
Adam.
What?
Are you afraid of the crypt?
It's not that it's a crypt. Remember last time we were underground? Well, I do.
When was that?
With Barbosa.
I was gonna say with the water, but I'm not there.
Yeah, the water.
Me and V are standing in the dark going,
Navigator's between you.
Get a
And
load
the
of
dog.
this guy.
It's like looking at both of you.
Yeah.
Like back and forth. She's like, so.
This is not really kind of how I thought things would go between us, honestly.
Oh. How did you think it was going to go?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't really expect anything until, the dance, and then things got kind of heavy for a second, and
This is yeah, I think we just have more important things to worry about right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We can handle whatever else later, another time.
Yeah.
Trying to get that.
But like, we're cool, right? Like, I mean,
She looks at you.
like, it's us versus everything here. But like,
Navigator looks at you.
I look at the navigator like, don't look at me like that.
All of a sudden, I hear the navigator's thoughts like, "Bro, really?"
Finna get it. His first words. Yeah, V just like she doesn't reply. And then,
Yep. I'm
who's first?
going last.
Okay.
We're gonna be fine. It's gonna bring us out.
I'm gonna walk down like with my eyes closed, just like my arms stretched out, like touching the walls if I can. It's like, hey.
Yeah,
hey,
it's narrow enough
hey.
where you can like ride your fingers along the walls.
Yeah, I'm just like going slowly down.
Cedric and Xavier are in front of you, walking down as well. Cedric's
I guess
like,
I'll lead.
yeah, Cedric's like looking back and then looking at Jackie, and then like he like taps your shoulder as you're walking down. He's like, "What's his deal?"
We were kind of in a rough situation last time we were underground.
Oh. Is he afraid of space too?
No.
What are your priorities, man?
Well, I mean, in space you could go. You can't really go anywhere in a tunnel.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Starts watching. It's
like getting all
space, you can
philosophical.
go anywhere. Cavern, you can't go. Is it saying a little louder? Cavern, you're just trapped here. Something bad happens. Like, there's no way out, man.
Xavier, shut up!
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Cedric.
Cedric.
Oh my
Xavier's
God.
like, I'm sorry.
My eyes are closed. I don't know who's talking.
You're like, I'm just here, man.
It's like,
I love how you can't tell the difference between the voices of Cedric and Xavier.
It's like, all of you, shut up!
You're gonna be fine.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Cedric's like, yeah, Xavier, shut up.
Yeah.
You could always run out of here if you need to.
Uh-huh.
You're
Sure
fast.
can.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'd have to be fast if you want to get out of, the tunnel. It's like collapsing or something.
Cedric, shut up.
Oh, no, but you're fast enough, man. You could outrun any
Yeah.
sort of destroyed, all-encompassing space that's squeezing down at you. You can get right.
I open my eyes and I just grill him. It's like, stop talking.
Yikes. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier really looks back. But you really are fast enough to get out of here, right? You could grab me, right? Right?
Yikes.
I gotta stop walking. I look at Xavier. I'm like, I will, if you're nice.
Oh my God.
Let's keep walking.
And you do your homework grades are always so good, Adam.
They sure were. Yep. How far does this go?
It goes even deeper, so get ready.
Uh-huh.
It's like a solid 10 minutes of walking.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Eventually, you make it down, and you meet with V and Elias. It's wider now.
I'm kind of like, it's a little better.
The air down here is cool but stale, a bit musty, like my basement.
My dumbass is like, hey guys, check this out. Quote the Raven, never.
V like takes the flashlight and she goes like, nevermore, nevermore.
You guys are nerds.
I mean, we got a flashlight and we're stuck in a crypt. Like, we gotta do something.
yeah,
I guess you're
Don't
right.
light a camp if he throws the flashlight. Light a campfire and have a good time. Toast some marshmallows, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, air is precious down here. Let's start a fire.
Do we have
What is
marshmallows?
wrong with you guys?
Marshmallows would be nice. Are you sure this leads to the Citadel?
Nope.
No. It's just a hunch. I just didn't think it would be a good idea for us to be split up in case we run into some trouble.
Yeah. I guess that's good.
You know, like, what if we die down here and then you guys are waiting up there forever?
Yeah, you're
Then
right.
eventually, I mean, you guys are either gonna have to decide to ditch us if we take too long and just like go to the Citadel,
Or
or
come
you,
down and die yourself.
or you wait there forever, or you come down here and then find our bodies, and then whatever ate us would eat you.
Let's just get out of here as fast as possible.
You ever read Dagon by H.P. Lovecraft?
No, let's just keep going.
Well, it was about a guy that goes down into a tunnel.
Keep going.
He's like, oh, I
And
heard
his,
that one.
yeah,
And
his
he
friend
goes-
is on the other side with a
Yeah,
walkie-talkie.
so-
yeah, on this walk. Oh,
Yeah.
And he-
jogging down.
The guy on the walkie-talkie listens to his friend in the tunnel
See,
get
he was
eaten by monsters.
Oh my god, oh my god. Do we have walkie-talkies? We should have walkie-talkies, guys. I think we need walkie-talkies.
Why?
So we can talk to each other and something bad happens.
We're talking to each other right now.
I'm like, Jackie, I'm gonna run if they don't stop. I'm gonna run if they don't stop.
Everybody, shut up!
Yeah, it just echoes out. Shut up, shut up, shut up.
Damn, Jackie.
You're gonna make Adam run around like a...
Gonna make him cry,
I'm
says
still
V.
walking the other way. I'm not even looking back. I was walking.
All right.
That's when you see Cthulhu. No.
Okay.
He
You
does-
see future you and he's like skeleton.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've
how's
been
it going,
stuck
man?
here for...
I
See
don't
old
want to.
Ooman like.
I don't want to meet future me ever again.
So you guys start moving through the cavern.
Mm-hmm.
It takes some time, not as much as the walking downward the cliff, but as you start moving, you start feeling sort of fresh air hitting against you, and you have the smell of salt water.
Are we, like, on the
I
coast?
think we're close, yeah.
Weird.
Watch forward, and there's another set of double doors. And as you approach, the torches flare to life.
Whoa, motion detected torches. That's awesome.
See? I thought so too.
That's pretty cool.
Alright.
V thinks they're the clapper.
No, I proved they weren't the clapper.
Oh,
Oh, well, they're not the clapper. But they'd be a lot cooler if they were the clapper.
there would be.
It'd be something.
Let's check out this door.
Is this door gonna be like the last door and not let us in forever?
I certainly hope not.
Well, we found another door and it was just like a pull.
So,
I, like, creak open the door a little.
Make a strength roll with your one arm.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Damn, so it's like that.
Damn.
The
It's
handicap
heavy,
after
man.
roll, huh?
16.
Yeah, you grinds.
God, that was
And as you open it, you see darkness until sparks into a wide, vast, open chamber, reminiscent of a modern aircraft hangar. Long with a tall ceiling. There's scaffolding, all of it made of rock and bone structures, all about reaching past. The entire center of this large room is mostly empty, aside from crates that are lined up in certain quadrants, and that's what you see immediately, just like from the doorway.
is that a hangar?
Do you think this is where he kept the Zeppelin?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that,
Maybe
Probably
this
what it
is
says.
where the navigator worked.
I hope he just didn't bring us here just to come back.
Yeah,
here.
the navigator just walks past you guys into the room.
Let's follow him.
yeah,
okay.
yes. I mean, we must be attached to the Citadel, right?
Yeah, we left from the Citadel. didn't
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Just kind of watch where he's going.
Waddles. And as he enters, you're about 50 feet inside, towards the center, and more torches light up toward extending the room even farther. As you see at the very far end of it is this large like gate that's all wooden with these mechanisms on the side with like pulleys and whatnot, just fastened into the wall, large enough to maybe fit a zeppelin through if one had to.
Is that the direction the sound of... You can hear water, right?
You don't hear water.
Oh.
Well, make a perception roll.
Smell it.
18.
Yeah, as you like, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear, and as you start walking closer towards like this large door, you hear it's coming from the other side.
Okay. So, yeah, this is probably where the Zeppelin flew out of. Or it flies out of.
I wonder why he brought us here.
The navigator sits on a crate.
This probably is where he works.
Please don't tell me he just brought us here because this is where he works.
He points upward,
What's up there?
and up on the scaffolding, you see there are two on one end where you guys are on, and then more towards the entrance. There's two staircases that lead somewhere.
That must lead into Citadel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just snuck us in.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Navigator, you saved our asses. I
Damn.
want to go like high five him, even though I know he can't high five him. Yeah,
He
like,
points at your hand.
high five his finger. Nice. Yeah,
Right
right.
on.
Alright, awesome.
I guess we're in.
Yeah.
Cool. I hope this leads to where we gotta be.
Okay, and I know you guys don't like when I run ahead, but I need to find a room that's safe for everyone to stay in.
Understandable.
Is there an opening? Like, I'm sorry, did you say there was an opening in here? Or
So there's the where you came in.
Yeah.
There is on the far side, the other end of this chamber. There's these large, like, sealed doors, with, like a bunch of different pulleys and whatnot to work it. And then along like the ceiling with scaffolding. There's staircases that lead up. 2 of them.
We could always like leave them here. I mean, there's an exit and 2 exits, and I mean, if nobody knows where this is, I mean, it's the door you have to open. I mean, maybe they might be smarter than we are, but still.
V says there's plenty of places to hide, I guess. Crates and
yeah.
I don't know.
If you guys are okay with staying here.
Yeah, if
This isn't
Xavier's
a bad
like,
place.
I'm not okay with any of this, man.
maybe you can like dig through the crates and like find weapons or something just in case.
Yeah.
I don't think we didn't really see that much of anything in the Citadel itself, but
Yeah.
you know, if something happens, it'd be good to find.
Yeah.
I want to try to actually pop open one of these crates.
Okay.
See what's in it.
You don't have any like tools, so you're gonna have to like.
Yeah. Yeah.
So make a strength roll.
Okay. 17.
You punch your one, and off the side you like pull the board off.
Yeah.
And you see like that hard tack.
Oh, I
So
see.
like in one of these traits that you see, just a random one that you chose.
Yeah.
Cedric's like, oh hell yeah, and he starts eating. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, this sucks. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
it's kind of gross, but hey, it's
What
food.
is it?
Hardtack.
It's like a bland travel food that they would use back in the day.
I'm gonna eat some too.
Yeah.
'Cause why not?
You're just like, yes.
I mean, I guess there's supplies here. Okay, yeah,
This isn't
sure.
a bad place to be.
Yeah, okay. Do any of you have anything to open these boxes with, just in case?
I have
somebody have a
one.
crowbar?
I was gonna say I don't
Yeah,
carry.
actually.
I
I
actually
don't,
don't remember.
I don't carry a crowbar.
No, I don't have one either.
What was
I got-
everybody's special? A bulletproof vest.
It was a bulletproof vest, cooking things, and
Mine was a magnifying glass, but I gave it away.
I forgot I had a bulletproof vest.
And I don't
put
think
it on one of them, you asshole.
and I don't have a flashlight
Yeah,
anymore.
completely.
We have
forgot.
a
I had
bulletproof
one.
vest, and you didn't think to put it on anyone?
Nope.
But then Cedric's like, that would have helped when I got freaking wrecked in the arena.
I mean, I didn't have time to put it on you then, but I mean, who wants it now?
Didn't have time to put it on me again.
Yeah, I
Who should I
mean-
give it to? I
That
don't
is
have
pretty
one.
messed up, dude.
Rocks, paper, scissors for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just leave it here.
Give it
I-
to the fucking bitch, says V as she points to Xavier. He's like, yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, I'll give him the bulletproof vest.
Yeah,
So
to
it's
be
like-
fair, I've seen V's face when people wave guns around, and she is not scared of them.
That's good.
Well, it doesn't make her bulletproof.
I hope so.
No, but I don't think she's afraid of getting shot.
It doesn't make her bulletproof.
That's a protection 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
Limited to ballistics. Subtle.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, give it to Xavier.
I have a knife. I mean, cooking knife. You
Like-
can kind of pry things open with a big enough.
I mean, that's up to you.
Yeah,
if
V
you
holds
wanna
out
give
her
it to
hand.
him.
And then she like steps a little away from you from the last time you, her, and Knives were involved
Oh,
in a
yeah.
situation. She says, you want to hand it to me or throw it at me?
With that attitude, you make it kind of hard. I like
Grabs
hand it
it.
to her. Oh, and I got the daggers too from the
You were in.
arena. Yeah.
Yeah, the miscellaneous daggers.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. I feel a little better
You
now. that
guys
we've
talk
prepared
real
them.
quick.
Yeah, we're a little bit better prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got supplies.
My biggest worry was the safety of everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if we're gonna leave everybody behind in a place
Yeah.
like this, it's not going to go well if
Yeah.
something were to happen.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
we saved the day, we defeated Kaito, and now the Sovereign is happy and cool with us, and then we come back down and all of our friends are like mutilated.
Yeah, that wouldn't be great.
So, like, what do we do if the Sovereign's dead? And what do we do if Kaito's not here anymore? It's been a while.
If the
Then-
Sovereign is dead, then I guess we just move on to the next
He
target, right? We still have a mission to do, regardless of whether or not he's helping us or he's around.
It's
he
true.
recently, when he told me about everything, you know, through the navigator, he said he knows the location of Rise.
Really?
So there's a reason to keep him alive.
I haven't been able to get in contact with him ever since that one time.
What if Rise is a pillar?
You think he would be a pillar?
I don't know.
Do you think Rise would have like given in to the entity like that?
I don't think so.
Unless he
There's no
was-
way.
Forced.
I don't think he would do that.
I don't really know how these things work, but I really hope that that's not the case.
Maybe I feel
It
like
would
maybe
be hard
he
to be forced into it. You have to want it.
Sorry about that.
unless he was faced with no choice.
What are we talking
To
about?
protect us. The possibility of Rise being a pillar.
Got it.
You're like, Rise is a pillar.
Yeah.
Like,
Thanks
write
for
it
the
down,
story
write
point.
it
Oh, that's good. Keep talking more.
Damn, these kids just write it themselves. I
It
just
is, a
put them in fucking-
it is a collaborative game, guys.
I
want to go up to Xavier
Mhm.
and be like, "Hey, Xavier."
He's fastening the bulletproof vest. And he's like,
I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
pull my arm around and like pull him aside a little bit.
oh, yeah. You're like, he's like taller than you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Oh.
I know you're scared,
Uh-huh.
and like you should be because look at this place.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah, okay.
I mean, look at V and Cedric, and they're both really scared too.
Uh-huh.
But if something happens, like if we go up there and start like fighting, like we're doing our thing, and then like some lackey dude or like a grunt of Kaito comes down here. I mean, look at this, and I like grab his arm, I like grab his muscle, I like you stand a chance.
Oh, dude, that guy turned into a bull.
Well, I'm not saying if like Kaito himself comes down here, but like
Okay.
if he has like lackeys and like you guys have to fight one, we'll keep Kaito at bay. But like, if someone comes down here, you punch him.
Make a persuasion roll.
Just punch him.
16.
Punch the amalgamation.
He's like,
V, she's scrappy, and Cedric is the luckiest man in the world. And you're pretty jacked.
and you're here.
I do. I do bench the most out of the team.
Yeah, you probably do. And like,
Yeah.
just bench someone's face.
Bench someone's face.
Hold on, let me write this down.
Alright, hold on. Bench someone's face. Alright, yeah.
Yeah, so if some bad guy comes down here
Uh-huh.
and threatens you guys, kick his ass.
Alright. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Right, now I like kind of pull him in close. I'm like, hell yeah, you got this, man. I believe in you.
He's like kind of muttering under his breath, hyping himself up.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
I walk away. I'm like, I think that went well. I talk Xavier into punching someone.
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
How'd that go?
it seems pretty confident.
Growth.
Yeah.
Something.
I think it'll help protect him.
Maybe
I hope so.
V doesn't punch him first.
Yeah, true. All right. Well,
Alright.
you guys ready to do this?
As ready as I'll ever be.
We'll give it a hell of a shot.
Okay.
Alright. Stay down here. Stay safe. We'll come get you when everything is okay.
Yeah, V nods. Cedric nods. Xavier's like kind of off in his own little world.
Alright. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Alright. So, you have to climb some ladders and go up some ramps to get to the stairs.
We fly.
Never mind. You don't do any of that. As you reach... So what staircase are you going up? There's essentially the one right at the entrance or the one at the other side?
It's up to you guys where you want to go.
I guess the entrance?
Okay.
Alright, and you move up. And you kind of hear the echoing voices down below. And you hear like, don't worry guys. Anything comes, I'm just gonna bench their face. That's all I'm gonna do. And you hear, what the fuck are you talking about? So as you guys move up, you move into a room. There's a door that's like partly ajar. You open it up, and immediately, what hits you is a reeking stench of bile and decay.
Oh.
Yuck.
Okay.
As you
Awesome.
step into this room, and you see bones littering the floor, mostly bones, and bones of various sizes, hanging from the walls like these giant ribs of like whales, like larger creatures. Lots of humanoid bones. Most of them have bits of flesh still attached to them, sort of just clinging on in these patches.
Yep.
And it's but it's not like a dungeon where it's just kind of strewn about. It seems almost organized by size, and some other categorization system you're not aware of, like as they hang along the wall and ceilings from meat hooks and such. And there's another door to your right, and then another staircase in front of you.
I'm afraid to look behind that door.
I know. I don't like any of this. Oh, but we gotta do it. I'm gonna run to the door. Just I'm not sure if run to it. Like,
yeah. Almost an identical room like this, a slightly larger. You see the staircase, and you kind of can judge the distances well enough to realize that this was the other staircase led up to.
okay.
Another storage room of bones.
I'm just gonna close the door. I'm just like, there's just one big room that's kind of the other half leads up. Weird.
Alright, so let's continue up, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Has to be where he gets the bones for those things.
Ugh,
Yeah, those are just spare parts, I guess.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, Sovereign's nasty.
You start walking up the stairs, and it's sort of a that goes up then back and forth in a zigzag pattern upwards. As you're walking, there's only one break, and also as you're walking, torches are.
Okay.
There's an open archway, quite a few flights up, and but the stairs keep extending upward. Just a break in it. And you all hear down in the darkness ahead, you hear a coo coo coo, coo coo coo, coo coo coo.
How's that?
I don't know.
Let's go find out.
Okay. Just head towards the sound.
Coo coo coo, coo coo coo.
Something's bouncing off of something.
And you start walking. Then you start to notice these natural rock walls around you that have been excavated and caved out, break to show rusted metal bars, with the occasional door. It's all the way down. And it stops.
When it stops, I'm gonna yell, "Hello!"
Hello.
I don't like this.
Yeah, what the
Is
hell
that?
is this?
Wait. Who's there?
Who's there?
I'm just gonna walk towards the voice.
Start walking in a cell, the last cell to the left, and it's just a blank wall next to it. You see a familiar
Is it no name?
individual. You see the short, stubby, humpbacked, though noticeably even paler than before. You see No Name, the amalgamation that you first met upon arriving at the conversion.
Oops.
Lacerations all over him.
Oh, damn.
One of its limbs is missing,
Ah.
and like hastily sewn together.
What happened to you?
He reaches away. It looked like he was like banging a bone against the bars. It was mild entertainment, and then moves away when it sees you three. So, no, get away. No more punishment.
I don't think he likes us.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Did the Sovereign do this to you?
deserve punishment.
I guess we rushed ahead of him.
Maybe. Who punished you?
Master.
Stop with a dick.
Yeah, he's never been nice.
Okay, we'll leave you alone.
Should we get him out?
If we get him out, Sovereign's probably just gonna kick his ass again.
Sure.
I mean, I want to get him out.
We'll have to talk to him about that if he's still alive.
Yeah, this whole slave labor thing isn't cool.
No, not at all.
Must form union.
Yeah, you guys need to unionize. The
yeah,
fuck?
gosh, come on.
He like points to the other cell across from him. He's like, union, and it's just a bunch of shrun up corpses.
The amalgamation union.
Yeah.
Now let's remember he's here and
Yeah.
get him out after.
Okay.
Alright.
We'll be back.
No.
Please, you've done enough!
It's like, I see how you help people.
Alright, okay, let's keep going up.
Alright.
Don't help me, I'd rather suffer.
Yeah.
Yep, no
Literally.
name. You leave no name behind, just quivering,
Oh,
faint, just whimpers.
yikes.
Sad, hurt creature.
Remember where he is.
I didn't like that.
No.
You walk back and proceed up the stairs once more. And eventually you do reach a top with another archway, single one. You journey past through, and you see another in this hallway. It extends pastward, but there's a brief opening and another open archway, and you see a red glowing light from that direction.
Oh, that looks important.
It's very sovereign.
Should we be quiet?
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think... Well, aren't we expected?
Yeah, but...
What if Kaito's here?
Good point. Yeah, let's stay quiet.
Okay. Stealth up there.
Yeah.
too.
Stealth rolls?
Sneaky boy.
So are you going towards the room or further down the tunnel?
Towards the red light.
It's stealth rolls.
Sneaky beaky. Oh, finally.
Hey,
Nat 20.
that's how we roll.
Yeah.
20 total.
20.
Natural one.
Aw. We're all like, and he's just like,
Yeah, with a natural 20 and a 20 regular, that would cancel out the one. You guys are pretty stealthy. You guys have to like tell Elias to stop breathing out through his mouth. He's nervous.
Sorry. I'm kind of excited.
He's like tired from walking up all those stairs instead of flying for some reason.
Yep.
Woo! Damn! This is exhausting.
Shut up!
Wow!
That's a workout.
You
My
guys,
thighs are burning. Will you shut the fuck up?
you guys move into the room,
Mhm.
and the red light grows brighter and brighter, and eventually it opens up into a larger chamber. About essentially, it's think of a normal sort of like 30 by 30 room, and there's two elevations to it, two floors to it. In the center of this room, creating this unnaturally red hue glow, you see a sigil in the ground, pulsating this red light of intricate patterns, slightly reminiscent of the teleportation sigils that you've seen that he used before, though much more ornate in its design. Careful. It's like a perimeter in the center of this room. There are objects about, these sort of artifacts that you can't really recognize. Some are placed on these pedestals, and everything here looks as sinister as you would think it would look. You know, it's like you see like a sphere cradled inside of this sharp, sort of like crown-shaped centerpiece, with a red mist just permeating inside of it. On the second floor, you see bookcases, but there are no books around, just like cobwebs.
Jeez.
And the occasional small little like artifact of unknown use, and there are two sort of tubes that are running from the ceiling down onto either side of the sigil with a small circle around them, and a red liquid is pumping into those circles and feeding the red lines of the sigil.
Wow.
Like grooves into the ground that make up the sigil, and the blood is running along, and as it does, the hue glows brighter as it traces along. It's like ever moving, just and you see little static pieces of energy.
Weird. What do you think this does? I mean, it kind of looks like the teleport thing you used,
Yeah.
but bigger, and badder.
Do you think it's to get to like other planes?
I
Other
don't know.
dimensions?
Do you think you could bring us home?
Maybe.
That would be cool. Then we have an exit plan.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about how to get back to New York yet.
I
Yeah.
didn't until now.
I think that's kind of something none of us thought about.
I'm gonna like. Can I pick up like a pebble
Sure.
and just like toss it into the middle of the circle?
Yeah. Nothing.
I want to see if it worked.
Hmm.
I don't really want to risk standing on it.
Yeah, no, that's probably not a good idea.
And the room's completely empty. There's no one in here.
Yeah. You're currently at the bottom floor. There's like two ladders that like bookshelf ladders. You know, they like run along like railings that lead up to the second like landing.
Yeah.
But you can't really see up there.
Okay. I don't remember coming across this room when I ran around the mansion.
Didn't. Maybe this was either hidden behind a door, like, you know, maybe like a hidden library type door thing.
Yeah, I get the feeling this whole area down here is hidden. I mean, there's no one down here.
Yeah.
If Kaito attacked, you'd think there'd be signs of sword
Struggle
slashes or something, yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like he just charged into the main chamber and.
All of you feel as you're speaking as the chamber rumbles.
Oh,
Speak of the devil.
Also, yeah, I mean, something's still here.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good thing.
yeah, is it?
Let's figure out how to get up there.
Okay.
We gotta find the sovereign. If he called out to us, then it must be important.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Important enough to need help.
double time up.
Yeah.
Just
Then you
climb up as fast as possible.
exit out of this room, go into the hallway again, continuing down. There, at the end of this hallway, there's a staircase and a closed door. This door is, you see an ornately crafted wooden door with a red sort of ruby encrusted like doorknob, just like all throughout gilded, and along like the archway in of itself, these red rubies glowing faintly and randomly.
Can I just try to turn the knob? See if it opens?
Yeah. And you open up and you see all the lights pulse and then fade.
Hmm.
That was weird.
And you open the door to see, first thing you see is a bed off in the corner. And as you open the door wider, you see this bed neatly made, and behind it, a large open window. Several panels running along the wall, and you see a vast ocean passage. It's actually a pretty nice sight. You see waves below. If you had to guess, you were about a little over halfway up above the water, where the cliffs were, the plateau, I should say, that housed the Sanguine Citadel. You're about halfway up,
Damn.
a little over. And there's a bookcase along the wall. There's only like 2 or 3 books along it. There's a desk with these strange, some writing apparatuses, but also strange other little tinkering devices you can't really see. There's a neatly stacked stack of parchment paper as well. Some quill and ink bottles and pens.
Was someone staying here? This can't be the salvage room.
I don't know. I mean, who? I can't imagine he has many visitors.
Me either, but I mean, there's stuff here.
Maybe there was somebody once.
Like a long time ago or something.
Maybe. Ex-girlfriends.
Can I just like look like at the couple books that are on the shelf and like try and figure out like what this guy was doing in here?
Yeah. So they're not written in a language you would really understand.
Mm-hmm.
They are handwritten though.
Oh, interesting. I guess I'll peek out the door of this room. Seems a little weird that we're higher than I thought we were.
Are you like reading through the books?
Well, I just kind of when I notice their language, I can't read.
Sure.
I'm just kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to do.
Make a perception roll, actually, or investigate. It's whichever you want to choose.
20 total.
Okay.
Both.
You're thumbing through it, kind of like talking out, brainstorming what this room is, and you see a name pop up throughout, written in like different languages. You see the name Rise.
These in the books?
Mm-hmm.
I think these books are about Rise, Jackie.
What do you mean?
His name's in here, and I kind of point out his name.
What?
I don't know. I was just flipping through it and I saw it a couple times. Either the books are about him or he's the one who was staying here.
Maybe he wrote them.
Why would he be staying here?
Why are we helping the Sovereign? We're all in precarious positions right now.
Yeah.
If Rise knew what was happening to Earth, he would want to save it just as much as we do.
It's true.
Could I look through the books?
Yeah.
And just see the same thing?
Yep. Not a language you can understand.
Yeah.
Can I use Historic Touch on the books?
Sure can. We do a perception roll.
Nice.
Good idea.
Postcard!
Postcard.
22.
Yeah.
Nice.
Who wrote them books?
You have visions of a firm, sometimes angry strokes of a quill and ink pen running along these thick pages. And you, we see as we look up and we see the Sovereign himself writing along these pages. Sometimes angry, you've flashed other times. He looks a bit solemn as he writes, and he's always looking out of the chamber. You even catch glimpses of him sleeping as the book rests on the desk about, and it is various images like that. He's speaking in a language you don't understand as he's writing.
Here,
and you come back.
The Sovereign wrote this.
The Sovereign wrote this.
Yeah, and he didn't seem very happy while he was doing it.
This room seems a little, I don't know, small for the Sovereign.
Yeah, it's almost like he had revelations of some kind and had to hurry to write them, and then whatever he was writing was important enough for him to remember, but it didn't seem like he was very happy to write them.
Should we take the book with us?
Maybe.
I mean, just in case.
Maybe he was chronicling a history of everything over here. Rise has something to do with it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
certain parts of it kind of pissed him off.
Him and Rise were like butting heads a lot.
Yeah.
Used to, right? So,
Well, yeah.
so maybe you're just writing about that. Getting diaries of some sort.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, let's take one. Why not?
Yeah.
Alright, so you're gonna take one?
Yeah.
Stuff it in your bag. Somebody write that down in their inventory.
Okay.
Rise book.
Rise book.
Rise book.
Froggy?
Froggy?
Alright, let's continue.
Yeah, we continue forward.
keep it moving.
You continue your. You walk out of the room and back up the stairs. Once again, there is another archway open, but the stairs keep going up.
Should we...
I want to investigate everything, but...
Maybe you could do a quick loop around.
Hey,
Don't get stuck.
Yeah.
I'll do my best. Right, I'll run through the arc.
You rush through. As you do, you all feel...
Yikes.
And it actually stumbles you for a moment, but you quickly
Jeez.
catch your balance and you move down.
Leave
Down this chamber.
Mm-hmm.
It opens up into... first you hear a sort of small stream and dripping. Give me the... Please give me a sound effect, Cory.
And I guess Kat never knew I could do that. And she was just looking at me, what is that? I'm like...
If you could for me. Thank you.
Nice.
Very good.
Beautiful.
That's all I'm good for.
You may leave now.
Yeah. That's why we
Thanks,
keep you
guys.
around.
I'll expect my check in the mail.
Yeah, you travel through, and in front of you, you have to stop very quickly because there's a dip in the ground, like the way a swimming pool would just cut off.
Yeah.
In front of you, you see a swirling vortex, a whirlpool of blood.
Oh.
Yum.
Torches.
That wasn't old water.
Torches catch up to you because they weren't fast enough to activate before, and it kind of creeps you out because it's as if these flames are just chasing you,
Yeah.
and then stop at you, and then light up this chamber. There are similar looking gargoyles on the walls, just like clinging down, looking at the pools.
Yeah.
You see all along the walls, the blood is streaming in the air,
Oh.
like ribbons, like, all in different patterns, all seemingly random. But there is a central pool of shifting ichor on the ground, blotches of blackening blood. Along the wall, you see congealed sort of patches, just plastered like mold as well. This water or this blood just shifting in the air, and you see several tubes along the walls as well, feeding down into the pool and seemingly into its depths as blood is traveling through these tubes as well.
Oh, right.
Jeez.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up a pebble and throw it into the pool.
You die.
Yeah. Immediate death. GG.
Yeah, you, and all the blood around, like that streaming through the air, just
Oh.
starts to grow violent and then settles as the water returns back to its normal flow
Okay.
of blood.
Alright, I'm just gonna back it up out of here. Yep.
Scoot on out.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe leave that alone.
I'm just gonna run back and be like, there's a giant blood whirlpool in there. Not sure what it does, but I'm not about it.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Maybe it's how he stays young. Who knows?
Maybe it's the
Just,
septic tank.
Yeah.
It's possible. It's weird vampire stuff. I'm not about it. We should avoid that room.
We
Okay.
should probably start hurrying up. I mean, this is not getting any better.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're not here for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand vampire technology.
Yeah.
It's just
Everything runs on blood.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Let's let's book it up those stairs.
Yeah, let's go.
My new company, Vamp Tech.
Everything runs on blood.
Yeah.
When you work at Vamp Tech, you're the lifeblood of this company. Wink.
Oh no.
Now get in the vat. No, all right, so
Powered by you.
you move up these stairs,
Mhm.
and finally the stairs stop. There's one more archway, and then a single set of spiral stairs leading up only about 20 feet up.
We're just about there.
Yeah, good.
Want to check out that archway?
I feel like we maybe should keep going.
Yeah.
don't
Oh, the
know.
archway leads to that staircase.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
It's like
oh.
a room that only has that staircase leading up.
I see.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go, man.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Yep. Let's book it.
When you guys walk in, you hear above you sounds of a conflict.
Somebody's kicking ass up there.
Yeah, jeez.
It has to be the Sovereign Kaito, right?
We have to go, man.
Yeah, yeah,
To be a fly on the wall.
yeah.
Let's book it. Double time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Head right for it.
All right, up the stairs. What's the marching order? Single.
Oh god.
I guess I'll be first.
Yeah.
And also, basically at the
I'll be
top of these
back.
stairs
Mhm.
is like a trap door
Okay.
on the ceiling.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Who's first? I'm sorry.
I'll go first. Just
Adam,
I'll be second.
Minus
Be
Jackie.
last. Yeah.
All right, you walk up. You have to push up
Mhm.
and over as a light bleeds down onto you, and you can hear fighting happen just right above. And you notice, you look up and you see the back of the throne
Oh,
in the cathedral.
interesting.
Damn.
Okay. I'm gonna like climb up, like hop up, and just be like, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, I follow.
Yeah.
No,
No,
I'm
I'm good.
You guys got this, right?
Good luck, guys.
and when they both hop out, I'm gonna like push the door closed.
Yep.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Was it covered by anything, or was it just like a trapdoor?
It's like a slab of
Meat.
rock.
Oh, okay. Push it back.
You guys see in front of you, as you guys like hop out, the pews of this cathedral have all been tossed and turned. Most of them are severed into pieces, just clean, smooth cuts. The right behind you, the stained glass window that depicted the sovereign with his spear drinking the blood of an enemy, is gone, and
Yep.
in its place is the eyeball moon,
Ugh.
signature to him,
Yep.
staring down at you, just an oppressive gaze onto all of you. And the tapestries along walls, any sort of like curtains or banners are destroyed, just sliced up. There's blotches of red strewn out. You guys smell corpses
Ugh.
in the air. And
You can see it.
near the gate, or the front door, one of the doors, remember these doors were almost like 30 feet tall, is off of its hinges, just hanging. As the other one's open, you see Kaito, Igarashi, and the Sovereign locked in combat. The Sovereign is in the air, a stream of blood just spiraling around him as he reaches down and fires the stream, and it crystallizes before, as Kaito backs up, hand on his hilt, he just draws a tiny bit, and you just see the as the crystallized blood shatters. Then Sovereign makes a hand motion, and the splattered blood crystals return back to liquid, freeze again, and come down on Kaito, who immediately spins, dodging all of them. They stick into the ground.
Damn.
So
They are heated in combat.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Okay.
righteous.
He
Here we go, boys.
Sovereign like looks over to the three of you and says, "It's about time.
Yeah, sorry, we got delayed.
A little bit.
I see you found the back door."
Yep.
And Kaito steps back and also looks over to you, and you see the tattoo of the dragon along his chest flare up with a dark energy, as almost as if has a strip of black flame along him. Part of me was hoping it would not come to this.
I was gonna walk up little. I was gonna be like, third time's a charm.
Very well.
We've already defeated Hamadi Khan, so it looks like you're next.
That is the greatest news I've heard all day.
Yeah, he wasn't as tough as he looked.
Do you think that of me?
Yeah, kind of.
Good. I like breaking expectations. Roll for initiative.
Activate Ghost Shield.
Let's go!
Shit. 7.
17. What's yours?
43.
Shut up.
6. Why bother?
I
rolled
wonder
a
who's
6.
going first.
One day there'll be someone with seasoned initiative, and I won't
Natural
go first.
1 for Kaito.
Wow,
Ooh.
fucking blues sucks dick.
And what's wrong with that for our LGBTQ viewers?
Just going down, man.
Alright. So you said 7, 17?
Yeah.
And then Sovereign.
I just realized on the way here that I don't have a button here.
Oh,
So
very
so-
good. Alright, Adam,
Very good.
Adam, you're first.
Okay. So the Sovereign's flying.
Mm-hmm. Just about 15 feet in the air.
Okay. Alright. Sure. I want to run up to Kaido.
Sure.
I want to run up to Kaido and like stop like right in front of him, like with our faces like pretty close, like a couple inches
And just go-
apart. And I'm just gonna be like, "You're going down this time," and I'm gonna use Agile Feint and like zip behind him and punch him in the back.
Give him a little
Okay.
care.
So I'm gonna try to. It's my speed versus his insight.
Insight?
Nice.
20 total.
22.
Really?
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
it?
As you
It's half my speed.
Oh.
you move behind him. So what do? You move behind. And
I'm gonna move behind him and punch him in the back, but like so fast, I'm like still visible in the front of him.
Okay.
Like after a
roll
ranged
the hit.
attack.
You still get it. What's the bonus if he?
His defenses are half.
Oh, so his defenses are just normal.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Warp Kamehameha.
23 to hit.
23. Is parry?
Yep.
You hit.
Okay.
Nice.
So 4 damage was his normal hit.
26.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Oh,
yeah, you
jeez.
move behind and you see he in just a flash all of you just blink and this happens as you move behind him and he actually moves and catches your fist, but you both move like slide along the ground, like, and you can see it like hurt his like wrist, but like he's shaking a bit, but he pushes you away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I back up like 5
Nice.
feet. I'm just like stand my ground.
Elias. 7, 17 or
17.
got it.
17.
Got reversed.
You
Jackie.
I mean, I'll go.
I'll do it. Don't.
Yeah,
I'll do
I'll
it.
do it. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna use assessment.
Assessment.
Ooh!
Wow! There it is.
20.
Nat 20. Plus
Alright.
12, which is a 32.
You succeed.
I
13.
want all his stats!
All right.
I get a lot. Damn.
You get 2
Alright.
exact, 1 high or low.
Does she get an extra one for rolling a nat 1? Or is that not how assessment works?
Say that again.
Does she get an extra one for critting, or is that
No.
not how assessment works?
I
Okay.
No,
technically
I don't. I believe this
should.
one does.
I
don't care.
Frankly, I don't care. So no.
Alright.
Frankly, she told him to eat a dick, so
Yeah.
It's
So
just
-5 to all rolls.
yeah. You lose your other arm.
You better start kickboxing. Cause damn.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Alright, dodge higher or lower than 10.
Lower.
Oh, really?
And then exact.
Okay, I want his toughness.
8.
Okay. His will.
7.
Ooh.
Probably is really high
Pretty
parry.
high.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good thing
Alright.
is Will's
Take your
low.
turn.
I'm going to my...
Mahu.
Alright, actually I'm gonna try to, like, slam a pew on him.
Slam a pew.
Slam a
pew.
pew.
All right, roll the hit.
I'm like,
That sounds
"Pew!"
dirty.
23.
That hits.
Yeah! And then it's 7 damage.
20, not natural. So
it's
1
1
degree.
degree, yeah.
nice. Come down and the pew
Close injury.
strikes him on the side. He gets jostled as he falls back and looks over at you. Okay. flies.
As he falls back, I try to take the advantage to blast him with some soulfire.
Nice.
All right, so
Let's
that's
go.
all. Teamwork coming in.
Hell yeah. It's
It's
every time you try to do the blast.
That's
man.
okay. 17.
That homing will hit him.
17?
Yeah.
That misses.
Rats.
That happens, and you see him. He just places his hand under his star blade, reveals just a bit of the blade, and you see that the soul fire is coming at him, and it just deflects away.
Nice.
Damn.
Nobody's ever done that before.
Like, hold up.
Yeah, you're right. I always roll low for it.
I know.
Unless it's like the
But
very
that-
last
but
minute
that
when it
home-
counts.
Yeah.
When
but
it
that
counts,
homing is gonna come in. Fucking
The
kill.
Sovereign reels back, and he holds out both of his hands, and he says, "Get out of my cathedral!" And you see from outside of the window just blood.
Oh my gosh.
And like a wave over Kaito.
I guess we know where that was coming from.
Yeah, I guess.
Misses
Oh.
Damn.
as Kaito
like,
leaps up in the air, and a pulse of energy erupts from him, and he starts flying.
Like, ooh,
Oh,
okay.
damn.
As it
Oh, great.
runs under him.
Kaito could fly.
We knew this.
I didn't want to
You
remember.
do that every
You-
time.
this is
This
the
is
second time.
Every time he
Yeah.
flies, it's like, damn, Kaido can fly.
What the hell?
Wait, he can fly.
Damn it.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, Kaito the Flying Samurai.
Yeah.
Should we call him that from now on?
Yes, you should.
Kaito's turn.
Oh
Forget
no, it's
every
Kaito the
time.
Flying
No.
Samurai. Underline the word flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate this guy.
He can do anything. He's cool. He's got a cool sword. He can fly.
Man.
He's going to hover as the blood passes through outside of the front door. He drops down to the entrance and looks at all of you in the line, and he brings his sword back, and he just he mutters under his breath, "You're so nice," as you feel the air rush past you towards him, and forward as you just see the slight sheen of blades.
Oh.
All of you make a dodge roll.
Is it an AoE?
Mhm.
Okay.
Shit.
Oh, nice.
11.
27.
28.
Okay, everybody make toughness rolls.
What the fuck? Oh,
God.
no.
This is not my night.
20 total.
13.
12.
You take 2. What was yours?
20 total.
You're fine. You're fine. No, you take 1 degree,
Okay.
and you take 3.
Oh.
As these blades just rip into you like being inside of a blender.
Oh.
The blades pass over, and then come back.
Oh, come on
Everyone
now.
rolled a dodge check.
What
Oh my
the
God.
fuck? Fuck this bitch. Nat 20.
A okay.
21 under.
All right.
33.
Okay, everybody roll toughness.
Are you shitting me?
Oh no.
0 point.
We all rolled really bad.
I mean, I'm gonna use lucky.
Oh, yeah, okay, okay.
I got 10 toughness.
I don't.
15.
Okay.
For me.
22.
Okay.
I used a lucky.
Okay.
That's my second lucky.
Do I use a hero point, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, I would.
You get wrecked
I
every.
know.
Yeah, how does this keep happening?
I don't know.
Time.
My toughness rolls are
You
garbage.
always roll ones, dude.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
what's ridiculous.
That's what just happened.
Yeah.
It's only with toughness though.
I'm using a hero point.
It's
Okay.
like me
God, I
rolling
am.
low fucking soul fires until like the last
Oh, that's
minute.
way better.
Yeah,
oh
You
my
take 1
God.
degree of damage.
Oh.
28 is my new roll.
You're fine,
You mean-
and
Oh, no, 26.
and you're okay as well. So yeah, as the front of you is assaulted, you guys, most of you having
Fair.
this, he actually used this move on you before in the Amble Belt. Have sort of this quick recollection of like, oh, it's not done yet.
Yeah.
As it's coming from behind you, and most of you are able to either like defend yourself, like by using a telekinetic bubble, or your ghost shield helps, or you just dodge out of the way.
Yeah.
These, dodging these strikes is pushing you to your speed rank limit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm imagining like I'm using my speed and my quickness both at rank 11 right now to like pretty much like slow down time.
Basically,
to, like,
yes.
Just move out of the way, like, and it just looks like I'm going like.
All right, that's his turn.
Damn, holy shit.
Adam.
Oh my god. So we're staggered now, huh? We got 3 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are staggered.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you took 2, so you're dazed.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she took 3 too.
Is it possible to use a power attack or accurate attack on an ability, or just on a normal?
Yeah,
attack?
I think so. That's what I usually do. That maybe I do that.
If you do it, that means I do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to rapid strike him with accurate attack.
Okay.
What is accurate attack? Is that the opposite?
+5 to hit, -5 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And power
Go
attack
for it.
is the opposite.
Yeah.
Oh!
It's a 1.
Oh my god!
Another one.
Another one. Holy shit, bro.
It's very much Dragon Ball Z. What's
Yeah.
happening? Where like you come up and you try and punch, and he's like
Yeah.
dodging
Oh my
each one.
God.
Just like punching right by his head, like
Yeah.
over and over.
It's like very frustrating
Yeah.
as he
Like,
takes
Jeez.
a
damn it. And I'm gonna stop right in front of him.
Damn.
while. All right, Jackie.
Alright. I'm gonna try to, like... yeah, actually, I'm gonna try to, like, grab him, like, and just hold him in place with telekinesis.
All right. Contested grab roll. Use agility for the 19.
I rolled a 13 and it's +9, so...
There we go. All right, so you grip him and
Damn,
use,
roll chick.
use grapple.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's all I can do.
Okay.
Awesome.
But he's grappled.
Perfect. Homing.
Yeah!
Roll to hit, my
Eat
friend.
shit. Oh my god!
Natural 1.
How is this happening?
I don't know how you missed, but you like expect him to like jump back, and then he's about to, but then she grabs him, and the homing just like hits where he was going to be.
It like
It's actually
whizzes
kind of
by him, it's like, whoo!
yeah. Everybody's a little embarrassed.
Like, damn, he really missed.
Damn, he really...
Life sucks lately, man.
Damn, he's
He is
losing this shit.
restrained. Okay.
All right. Well, if that one missed, I'm gonna throw another one.
Okay. Active defense is halved.
That's
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Hell yeah.
26.
26. That hits.
Nice.
Toughness. I mean,
The damage.
yeah.
I was gonna
What's
say.
roll.
Damage is 9.
Fuck.
9.
Yeah.
20, not natural total.
DC 24. 1 degree.
Nice.
1 degree. Yeah, as the soul fire strikes him on the shoulder.
Bitch.
That's for dodge.
bit. All right.
Awesome.
I got him, Sovereign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do do the magic hand thing, baby.
Sovereign steps down, and he sort of flourishes his hand, and from his sleeve, ornate dagger, like a spiral sort of, not a dirk, but like just like a spiral dagger, pulls out, and he runs it up his arm, as blood just seeps down.
Damn.
And as he does, he flashes his arm, and it, the blood, as it trails off, starts to congeal, and it whips across the ground. You see a
Damn.
whoa,
Holy
blood
shit.
whip, and he
Badass.
swats at him.
That's so
Yeah.
Castlevania.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Fucking badass.
That's a hit.
I love
Nice.
God, a lot of high rolls from everybody. That's 1 degree of damage.
Nice.
Yeah, as it slashes across Kaito's chest, and it you just see a laceration right that leads right to the dragon. But as the blood hits the flaming dragon, it just steams up.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
Don't ruin my tattoos.
Yeah.
They were very expensive.
Kaito's turn.
He's still... He has to make a...
Yeah, he's gonna try and break free, of course.
He can try!
Natural 20.
Hey.
Oh.
Sorry.
One time.
I rolled so high,
I rolled
too.
18, 17, 17, 20.
Damn.
I rolled a 17.
I'm sorry. He
the one time.
he essentially just overpowers through your force of will,
Yeah.
and
Fucking do it again.
he's going to let's attack Adam.
Okay.
Oof.
Come at me, bro.
18
No.
for the parry. Yeah. Slashes and you have to limbo your way back.
Matrix.
And he's gonna use extra effort
No, he's not.
as he slashes up, and then you don't see the slash. All these attacks that he's doing, you're not seeing his blade. It's just his hand on the straw. And as he does that, he swings up and spins in a circle and ends crouched with his hand down. And you just see him say, "End time."
Oh no, not that again.
And it's Adam's turn.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
We've seen this one.
Okay. I hear him say that,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna just. I'm gonna use untouchable.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You.
Yeah. I like take my whole turn. I'm just looking at him. I'm just like ready.
Yeah.
Like
You
a-
both
like a
have this
sprinting stance.
samurai, like, or even like Western standoff.
Yeah.
Okay.
The standoff.
Okay. Jackie, your turn.
I'm gonna try to brain blast him.
Brain
Okay.
blast.
Brain blast. It's only 16.
No, nothing. Sorry. 23.
Never mind. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. You try and like penetrate through his mind,
Yeah.
but his focus is so like just through sheer discipline alone, his focus is unwavering. You find no breach in his mental defenses. Elias.
When I hear him whisper, I like kind of tense up and I'm like, and I use extra effort and I throw two at the same time.
Ooh,
nice.
nice.
Roll the hit.
Nice.
So here's the first one. Natural
Oh!
There we go.
This bitch
Very
going
good.
down.
All right, and the second one.
The 20.
Second.
And the second one,
Nat 20, nat 20.
19.
Oh my god!
Both hit.
He's fucking
Yeah.
dead.
All right. What's the
Awesome.
damage? 9.
Yeah,
14
so-
and 9 at this point.
Shit.
Yeah, that's 2 degrees on the crit. Another 2 degrees.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's hurt.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
You're fucking around with
knowing
this asshole.
knowing what this attach is from before, you shoot out both of them. The first flame, larger than the other, sort of opens him up as he gets hit back,
Nice.
breaking his stance, and the other hits him in the
yeah.
chest as he slides back.
Awesome.
that-
See, they only connect when it counts.
That's
Yeah.
gonna,
What did I just
it's
say?
going to activate the Enkai ability.
Okay.
As he takes the hit, kind of spins around with the attack, and just whirlwinds around. Just yeah, all three of you make dodge roll. You're fine.
Yeah.
This is
Oh.
some shit. 20, not natural.
10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay, roll toughness.
24.
21.
Both of you did 1. You're fine. 1 degree of damage.
Whew.
Yeah, and you guys watch
This
as
bitch
all
ain't
the pews around you rise up, like the broken pews, and then are cut into tiny bits, like going through a wood chipper. And yeah, Adam, your untouchable ability allows you to just dodge all of this.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just like I see the Matrix, because I'm
Yeah.
moving so fast.
You're
I
very,
just like walk out of the way of all the slashes. Like I
Yeah.
see them coming at me, like I just kind of.
You're like, nope.
Okay. Sovereign's turn. He's going to. He's actually going to check something real quick.
Cool stick.
He's going to reach out his blood whip, and he's gonna look at Kaito and then look at Elias and
Ooh.
Me?
What?
Bro.
Wait, the sovereign?
I thought we were on the same
Excuse
side
me?
here.
This bitch.
This
Two-timing.
asshole.
Bitch. I do not trust this bitch.
Oh my god.
Trying to help.
Nat 20.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, what?
You heal for 3 degrees of damage
Oh.
Whoa.
as
what?
this whip
Unexpected.
hits you in the back.
Yeah.
And just like almost like an armor just plasters around you, and
Wow.
you feel this sort of essence enter you, sort of energizing you.
Damn.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
through your
alright.
wounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they
Cool.
start to seal
So
up.
I
and
got
he
one
pulls
injury
it
now.
back.
Awesome.
Damn.
Only
Alright.
one. I had
We
4.
all thought he
I
was
still
being
don't
an
trust
asshole.
this bitch, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. Still don't trust him.
I
But
like call over my
At
shoulder.
least he
You
didn't-
could have warned me.
at least he didn't
In
just
3
like.
turns, the parasite will burst.
Oh great! I can't wait. I can't wait for my
And
spine.
you
to
say that
eject
to
from
him,
my
and
body.
he just says, "It was more fun this way."
Fucking
Kaito's turn.
Fucking
sociopath.
He's gonna see that happened, and he's gonna attack the Sovereign. He's just gonna leap up, and okay. Sovereign takes 3 degrees of damage.
Oh,
Better whip
shit.
himself, boy.
Yeah, yeah. You better whip it.
You must whip it.
As he, Kaito ends up falling below him and, or right in front of him, and slashes up. And Sovereign backs away, and you see a stream of blood move in front, but it gets slashed through, taking the brunt of it. But you see a gash
Oof.
all along his nice coat. Just
Damn.
steps back.
Sucks.
Alright.
What's Gucci?
Adam,
That was Gucci. She said it first. So.
Yeah, like his suit.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Alright.
my Armani suit.
So is Kaido in the air now?
No, he's on the ground in front of Sovereign.
Okay.
They're sort of
Yeah, dingle.
Well, he jumped
to
up.
the side, like there's a slight elevation up to the throne, but they're like right below that,
Okay.
in front of it.
Alright.
Kill.
Slay the beast.
I'm gonna try to just finish off
Do it.
Kaito because as I'm like in this speed state,
Yeah,
this like
you-
really fast state, I'm like, I need to end this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run like top speed, like 8,000 miles an hour, out the door, like a good distance, and I'm gonna run back and I'm gonna try to power attack Supersonic Punch. Kaito.
Okay, roll to hit.
Holy shit.
19.
Fortunately, does not hit.
I figured.
Oh man.
It was like that
It's
meme.
that meme.
Yeah,
that
it's just a
Scott
19
Pilgrim.
hit.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So
So
just for
Yeah.
for how this goes, it has to be a detriment. So I'm gonna assume I run and like punch him like full force, like not slowing down at all,
Shattered.
and he just kind of like
Bones.
dodges it. Like he just
Yeah.
goes to the side, and I'm gonna just like I go too fast forward and kind of just crash through the cathedral.
okay. So when you move back outside the front door,
Yeah.
to get enough speed for the 8,000, you have to run back through the winding trail.
Yeah.
You're moving so fast that like everything is moving slow around you.
Yeah.
And you run past all those bloated
Oh.
corpses moving through, and you see them. You're fast enough to avoid this.
Mhm.
They all are expanding, and like you just see them bursting in slow motion
Oh.
as you run by, and then you
Yeah.
turn back around as they're still bursting.
Yeah.
Don't like
And
that.
even in the air, like a chain reaction, like submerged submarine mines, just as this blood, you come in, and you run, and Kaito's also moving in slow motion, and you see the dragon flare, and then he just turns to you, like it side glances you, and that's when you realize, ah, fuck,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he just moves to the side.
Yeah.
Back to you now as you just crash. You destroy the throne
Oh.
as you smash through it, and
Bad move.
you're running towards the eye as you fall off of the cliff.
Yep. All right.
Whoopsie doodle.
Yep. I had to try.
And all of the pews, the discarded, destroyed parts of the wall and everything just fall out of the window
God.
past you. Too.
Yep.
All of you have to like ground yourself to stop from just flying out of the window. Whoa.
Holy crap.
All right. Well, that's good.
Ah!
Yep.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah. I
Jackie,
tried.
your turn.
Alright.
How long does your untouchable last? Is it just one turn? 3.
It's a certain amount of hits.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try to...
You also did see Adam just... I mean, I don't even know if you would see it, but
Oh, yeah.
you might be able to surmise
Yeah.
something as fast as, like, sound and light just move by.
Yep.
Damn it, Adam. You could run back up, right?
I'll do my best.
Fucking asshole.
Yep.
I'll go out and try to catch
You don't
him.
have to.
No.
Do whatever you want.
'Cause-
Do whatever you want.
No, we're gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to catch him.
Okay. So you run out, or you fly out, looking at Kaito, who just gives you a glance as you fly out. And you see, along with all this debris falling into the ocean,
Oh, wait.
Adam is in the air.
Actually, I'm going to... Alright, I'm gonna use extra fruit. I'm gonna go...
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to bring... Kaito with me and, like, slam him into the wall. Like, through the wall, kind of like...
Okay. Like the wall on the side of, like, the big hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Idea, I got an idea. I know what I'm gonna do after.
Teamwork.
I'm gonna use, like, mad
Okay.
10. So 18 plus 9. 27.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's another injury. 2 degrees of failure.
Nice.
And then,
As, yeah, you pull him.
yeah.
As Kaito
Pull
looks
him
at you, and he falls through, basically pulled through the wall. As now the 3 of you are outside of the cathedral now.
And I'm gonna grab him.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
Alright, I'm like, oh.
hovering in the air.
Yeah.
Elias, your turn.
Well, that's not the idea that I had. I was gonna snow snare him at the door, or at the
Snare.
soul snare.
Snow snare him.
Snow snare. I was
Snow
gonna run over
snare.
to the hole and then pull him, and then use extra effort to move out of the way and watch him catapult out the window.
But
But I mean, you already handled that. So I'm gonna
Got it.
run over to the opening and I'm gonna throw another soul fire at him.
Hell yeah.
Alright, roll the hit.
Burn this man alive.
And this one's for your mother. Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20?
Yeah.
Alright, you hit.
Sweet.
nice.
It's 22.
It,
Very high.
DC
Because
24.
the will save, right?
Yeah.
22.
It's 1 degree.
Slam it through the wall.
It's down to 1 toughness now.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, you fly out. And
Nice.
you, all of you, all the 4 of you in the air, you hurl down. He's like basically the same as Adam was, just kind of careening through the sky.
Yeah.
And this soulfire strikes against him.
Ski shooting.
Yep. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Sovereign's gonna fly out, just soar out, his cape just fluttering behind him.
All 5 of us
And
are
he-
in the air right
He,
now.
he
This is
takes
so
a-
epic.
He extends his arms out, and we see as the audience that everyone sees him in front of the moon, just like a black silhouette of the eyeball. He's in the iris of it.
This is so picturesque.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
I see this
What
happening.
is happening?
Yeah, nothing but a miserable pile of secrets.
Oh my god.
He reaches out and he just says, "Nothing but a dog, after all." And you see from around the plateau these bloated corpses, just about 3 dozen of them.
Oh, gross.
And they all just fly towards just these balloons of flesh
Ugh.
at Kaito.
Nasty.
And just start exploding around you.
Yum. Damn. And then miss.
Okay.
Oh.
And all you guys see is now just these explosions of blood.
Ugh. Gross.
Kaito's turn. You see as the blood seeps down, you see Kaito flying,
Okay.
hands at his sides, and he just starts floating up. And he comes back up to the cathedral, right in front of the where the stained glass was. And he looks pretty messed up. Blood all over him, just kind of soaked and caked in it. And he looks over to all of you. And he looks up at the Sovereign. And he says, I will never be a dog again. And he draws out the blade, and you see the sword itself, as you've seen it once before. You see galaxies within it, stars along its black blade. It's like almost liquid in texture as it ripples, the air around it distorted. I am Kaito Igarashi Banjaku! And he strikes up, and as he does, we as an audience, everything goes silent. We hear boom. And we see the blood moon, the eye itself, and we see the Sovereign.
Oh damn.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
He cut the Sovereign in half the long way?
What?
Oh my
Excuse
god.
me? Hold on. You can't just end mid-fight.
Yeah, I expected him to just like cut the moon in half or something, not this.
You take the moon.
You take the sun.
Damn, what the hell? Alright, I have
What
to
the
remember
fuck?
where I am in my untouchable. I have to write it down.
Yep, please mark down the necessary points. You have exhaustion, injuries, and whatnot. As you begin phase 2 of the fight.
Yeah, one
Phase
injury.
2. I have an injury and a fatigue.
One
Oh, my injury's
exhaustion.
You're welcome.
Dude,
How dare you?
Holy crap.
you can't just.
I've been waiting for that
You
moment.
can't
so
do
long.
it.
You had that planned.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't even like
that specific moment.
That wasn't even like relying on a roll. You were just like, yep, he's gonna cut the Sovereign in half the long way.
phase 2, baby.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm so ready.
Oh man.
In his last act, aside from attacking him, he
Mhm.
healed me.
I
He
mean,
was a good dude. Aside from all the amalgamations and the
And
poor work conditions
Everything,
Yeah.
but-
and
all the debt. But
Yeah.
you know.
yeah, and I mean that one time he attacked Tokyo,
Kidnap your mom.
kidnapped my
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah.
I always forget that
He
one.
did a lot of
I
bad
feel like
stuff.
that one should bother me more.
Well, thank you all for joining us for this episode of Initiative.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
If
That
you like
was
what you
awesome.
see, make sure you hit that like button, comment on our videos. You can follow us on Spotify if anybody wants to put those links in the chat.
Throwing them up right
My
now.
phone is
Thank you.
almost dead.
Follow us on Spotify, Twitch over here. Leave a follow. We'd love to see you again.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and on Twitter, Facebook, all that.
You
look
can
up
find
Keep
all of that
Tappinx.
at linktr.ee/keeptappinx.
Yep, Keep Tappinx over here. And
No G.
we'll be back next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, as we are every week.
Every week, baby.
Every single week.
For 27 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Holy
That's over
shit.
half a year.
We've been going for a while,
I
man.
know.
I'm
We've
so
missed 2 sessions, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
One was
New Year or
New
Christmas.
Year's or Christmas break, and then the
Christmas.
other one was for the BLM thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm so hyped for next week. I want to fight Kaido so
I
bad.
know,
Yeah.
man.
Rematch of the century.
All
This
right.
is like round 3 with him.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we hope to
Alright.
see you guys there as well.
Yeah.
See how that
yes.
fight goes.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Don't
Uh,
miss it.
stick around if you're watching. We're gonna raid some lucky D&D channel over
Mhm.
there. You know, help out the community a bit
Yeah.
over there. But if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify or Twitch VOD, love you. We'll see you guys next week.
See you
See you
next
then.
week.
Bye bye.